How's it going, everybody? I would like to welcome everybody to our very first Guild Fair for the European servers. My name is the Big Chick Giant, and I will be your host today. So, for all of you that have been around earlier today and watched the other Guild Fair for the SCA servers, there's gonna be slight differences between that one and this one. First of all, I'm not Pelham, I'm the Giant, and we had to do some arrangement when it comes to the words, to the guilds. Sorry, I'm a little bit nervous. It's the first time I'm actually hosting something like this, but I'm probably gonna try my best. And yeah, let's get started. So, let's first talk about the key. The key that everybody's here for is gonna be given out at the end of the guild fair. So if you want to stick around, feel free. But I won't push that up any. You have to watch all the guilds and listen to all of them. Like there's no way around that. And the way we are doing it is there's gonna be. Let me check. As of now, there's gonna be 28 guilds that will have the pleasure of talking to me. The way it's going down, each guild is gonna have between 5 and 7 minutes. And they are going to be asked 3 simple questions. First off, what is their name and their history, pretty much where they come from, where they have been, stuff like that. Number 2 is going to be like, what are the goals? Like, are you aiming to be the number 1 PvP guild, number 1 PvE guild? Are you going to be a casual guild? Are you going to be a merchant guild? What's your deal? Like, what are you aiming for? And number 3 is going to be what size are they aiming for? Are they trying to be a small guild? Are they trying to be a legion of players owning everybody? Okay, just hold on. I just got a message. Alright, gotcha. And just got a message from Neil Taylor, who is organizing this whole thing. And now back to the questions. Based on like the goals and the size, I will give them a guild situation, which is pretty much gonna be like, hey, you just lost a fight, you just lost a siege, and members are leaving. How will you respond? Stuff like that. I'm pretty much gonna make that stuff up out of my head at that exact moment. And the 5th question is gonna be, or is not really a question. The guild is gonna be able to pretty much sell themselves. I'm gonna give them like a minute to pretty much tell people why they should join their guild. Yes, I think that's pretty much it as for the questions. And we had to rearrange a couple guilds because some guild leaders actually had to be at work at some point during the night. So I'm pushing up 1 or 2 guilds. And let's see who is first. The first guild for tonight that we will be talking to is Requiem. And as you can see now, the only thing I have on the screen is pretty much the name, the leader's name, and the contact for the Discord. So if you have any questions after the guild fair is done, you can actually ask them right on the Discord. And okay, let's see where they at. All right, tens of thousands of people are actually trying to talk to me right now. Right now is not a good time, people. Right now is not a good time. I'm already nervous as hell. All right, Requiem, here we go. 1, 2. There's 3 of you guys.
Yep.
All right, how you doing? You doing good?
Yep.
Okay, so let's get started. Why don't you tell us who you are, and where you've been and where you're from?
Requiem was first made on a game called Decron. Not many people know it, but basically we made it in the sense of we wanted to try and have a guild where it has that family vibe and where you could be active on comms and enjoy playing and not just have to demand people to be on comms, but people wanted to sit there and be on comms. And yeah, no, it was great, and we didn't expect it to be a competitive guild at the start, and then 6 months down the line, we were the top guild on the EU, and we played on that server for 7 years, and we were one of the most dominating guilds on that game for 7 years. We then went to Riders of Icarus under a different name now. We went under Ronin, and the alliance was called Empire on the server Koroshimo. I think the most competitive guild we were against there was Imperium. We ended up being ahead of them after a while, but the game soon died out. And then most recently, we've come to Revelation against guilds the likes of Codex and Acer. we're still considered competitive on that game, and we're just currently waiting for Ashes of Creation to come out.
Nice. That's quite impressive. When Ashes comes out, which should be soon, hopefully, what are gonna be your goals? Like, what are you aiming for?
We were aiming to be the first on every aspect of the game. We want to have the family hype. We want everyone to feel like being in family environment, which is one of our big values. We want everyone to participate and progress together as one, not as individuals. And we want to get the roster to be maximum. So we want 300 people so we can get to each aspect of the game. We want to do trade runs. We want to, do PvP. We want to get every world boss first, So every aspect of the game is our priority.
Okay. That actually helps me with the guild situation. All right, you said you're okay. That actually also answers question 3 about your guild size, the guild size you're aiming for. You said you want to be on like reaching like the #1 spots in every aspect, and you're aiming for having like the maximum amount of people in your guild. And how will you react, or what will you do when you end up in a situation where your guild is pretty much the only guild for a node, and you have to compete with other communities that are made up by several other guilds? Will you start looking into alliances? Will you stay solo? How will you go towards like building up your node? Because like from what we know, building up a node as quick as possible won't be like achievable by a guild alone.
Well, we're going to have alliances because that's the only way to go about it. You can't build a guild node alone, so you're going to have to make an alliance of some sort with other people to work together to build up your node and to compete against other nodes. You're not going to do this alone. It's going to be a game where you're going to have multiple guilds working together to achieve pretty much everything. So we will be looking for alliances somewhere along the line when we understand a bit more about how it's going to work out.
Nice. Okay, now you can actually tell the people like why should they, like, this is your time, like this is your time to shine. Like, why should people come and join you? Like, what's the most amazing thing about your guild, and what's your biggest selling point for people who are just starting to looking for guilds?
I think for me, it's just one of the few guilds that can remain competitive and still have that people come on the game and feel that enjoyment to play. It's not one of those guilds where basically you come on and it's just like a second job. You come home from work and you think, oh, I've got to do all this all night. It's more of a free environment. We don't have a website where you've got to sit there and be active and sign up on. We purely just rely on Discord and TeamSpeak for the more important communication events. I'd say personally, it's just being able to enjoy the game with the guild you're in and it not being like a second job. And always we value our guild participation very a lot in Requiem.
Okay. That really does sound awesome. So I thank you guys for your time, but it's already all the time we have. Sorry guys, like I have to cut it short, I guess.
No problem.
All right, but thanks for your time, guys.
All right, take care.
Thank you very much, buddy.
Okay, so that was Requiem. Next one up would be, according to my list, the Anime and Manga Club. Leader is Book. Is Book here? Let's see. Book. Well, Book doesn't seem to be here. I'll give the guy a minute. The giveaway is gonna be during the end. Like, I try to get through everybody, and then at the end we're gonna throw out that key. Okay, Book doesn't seem to be online at the moment, so I'm skipping the Anime Manga Club, and next up would be Ascendancy. Ascendancy is Mr. Pragmatic. If you can hear me, could you please come to the staging room so I can pull you into my room? I guess. Can I pull? No, I cannot pull. All right. Just hold on, guys. I guess there has been some miscommunication. For all the guild leaders that are listening, I made the rounds earlier and I talked to most of you. But if you could just move up to the staging room when it's your turn, that would make it way easier for me. Could you guys just move up just one channel so I can pull you? That would be awesome. There we go. 1 and 2. Alright, that worked. Alright, Ascendancy. There we go. Guild leader, Mr. Pragmatic, and also the contact
I'm right
person.
here, but Hecken is going to be speaking on behalf of the EU sector of Ascendancy.
Alright, good. Oh yeah, you guys are an international guild. I know that so far.
Yep.
Alright, let's start off really easy. What's your name? I already said your name, but still just say it one more time in case I pronounce it wrong. And tell us where you've been and where you come from.
Yeah, okay. The guild name is, as you can all see, Ascendancy, which is related to rising up. And yeah, where do we come from? This guild was specifically founded for Ashes of Creation so far, but is still open to expansion later on down the road. We want to build something up for Ashes that maybe can also last longer, last wide, have a big range. Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Same question as everybody else. As soon as Ashes comes live, what are your main goals for the game? Like, what are you aiming for?
Okay, so our guild is planning on being kind of a military guild. So while we will look at all aspects of the game, the main focus is going to be PvP, and with that specifically large-scale PvP. Military guild now sounds a bit strict. Now sounds a bit, sounds a bit harsh. Sorry, sounds a bit harsh. But we kind of want to do it in the way that, of course, members can feel well. We want to also socialize a lot with each other. We also want to feel very close, want to have a very bonding community. But when it comes to serious situations, as in like big sieges, we actually want to like have organized, structured PvP. And yeah, that's basically like military organization, everything planned through.
Okay. What guild size are you guys aiming for? You said you want to be a military, so are you aiming for like a very large guild?
Yeah, so no max limit. Actually, our limit is as many people as we can get in there. Yeah, we definitely do not plan on being a small scale or mid-sized guild, and we want to be a large guild, and we want to stay that way.
Okay. So let's talk guild situation. All right, you said you want to be a military guild. So military guild, I assume, means a majority of PvP players. So in case you guys are aiming for being citizens of a military node, and you or any other type of node, and you start having people inside your guild having issues with the way things go. For example, you have some people in your guild that actually are more PvE focused. How would you address the aspect of people leaving the guild because due to the fact that the guild decided to actually run a military node instead of, I don't know, like a economy node? Because
I mean, first of all, if you join a guild that is actually advertising themselves as a military, and you are strictly against any PvP, I'm not sure that you were looking correctly in the first place. I mean, might sound a bit harsh, but I mean, it's like if you would join a casual guild, but then want the guild to be hardcore. It just doesn't work. Like and of course there are people who are like less or more skilled at PvP, or like also like to explore several aspects of the game. And how we imagine to handle that is like everyone kind of has can play an important role. I mean, even if you want to become the cooking master of the server, like things like that also play a role. stuff like that still is important, and we'll try to find a way to actually give everyone
Okay.
everyone a role. And because you were also mentioning that if people might start complaining, start acting up, we'd actually like to try to calm things down, to settle things down. We actually want to communicate in a professional, diplomatic manner.
Okay, no, I got you. That's a good answer. So you guys are really structured, and even being a military guild, you guys pretty much try to, help
That's
everybody.
what we're aiming for.
Yeah. All right. Okay. No, that's awesome. Okay. Now it's again your time to shine. What is the thing that you want people to know about your guild? Like, what is the main reason they should join your guild?
The main reason they should join the guild is definitely that we do not plan on having lax leadership or having a very oligarchical leadership, stuff like that. We actually want to be immersed while at the same time actually having good output and performing well. We we want to have a good balance in between that, and also the fact that we, as I already mentioned, definitely want to be structured, definitely want to take things seriously, and that we want to okay, so I needed to translate it in my head. I'm not a native English speaker. Also that we'd prefer to solve things in a diplomatic manner, in a professional manner, instead of starting to develop grudges or griefing, like it's been sadly seen in many other MMOs. We definitely want to be to have a mature mindset.
Okay, gotcha. No, that sounds awesome, and I really do appreciate your time. So everybody, you heard it. Ascendancy Military Guild. You guys should find people like really easily.
Thank you.
No problem. All right, thanks for talking to me.
You're welcome.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Okay, so who do we have next? Where the hell is my document? There is my document. Okay, we have Ascendancy. Ashengard. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Ashengard, please report to Giant's office. Ashengard, you're next. Pulling you guys right now. There's one, and I think there's number 2 right there. Was it just 2 of you? Oh, yeah, just 2 of you, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hey, dude.
Hey, how's it going?
Oh great.
So,
Nervous wreck.
oh, dude, trust me, like I'm way more nervous than you are. Same thing with everybody. First up, tell us who you are and where you come from.
Sure. Would you like to take that one?
Yeah, sure. Well, my name's Jura, and I'm representing Ashengard and I'm with Valenoris. And we're from all over the world.
Yeah, we're worldwide. So, and then I kind of want to put it out there that we're just representatives. We're not sort of guild leaders or anything like that. So, in my opinion, it's not anything. Doesn't count any more than hers or anyone else's in here.
All right, nice. Have you guys been in other games before, or is Ashes your first official game?
This is
Oh.
our first official game. We came together on the forums.
Oh,
It's quite special for us.
nice. That's always nice to hear. Okay, then let's get down to the nitty and gritty. As soon as Ashes comes online, as soon as it's released, like, what are your goals? What are you going for?
So let me go ahead and start this one out, just to sort of give everyone an idea of what our goals are, and into more the abstract concept that I'm leaning towards. And my goal personally, and everyone has their own goals, we self-adopt them, but my goal personally is to develop different ideas from different people and lead by those ideas that fall in line with what we believe in, to foster individual creativity and encourage individual responsibility. So this way we thrive on change. Disagreements bring us closer together, and it leads us all to sort of see where everyone stands. And I'll be quiet now. Go ahead, Jura.
Let me ask you a question. Did you write that down before?
No, I'm coming up with this all on the fly. I promise you.
Okay.
Can we carry on?
You want to add anything?
Yeah, well, we kind of want to do a bit of everything. Like we've got PvPers and we've got crafters in our guild. Sorry, excuse me, in our guild. So we want to help everyone within our community to thrive and be the best at what they want to do.
Mhm.
Okay. Now I get a feeling for what you guys going for. So what guild size would be your ideal like size? Are you aiming for a small guild, mid-sized guild, large guild?
Okay. Well, let me go ahead and just start off and say, I think first we as a guild, we ask ourselves, can we still operate on our own as we do now as a tight-knit community, while at the same time being as large as we need to be, or as small as we need to be, vice versa, as long as it feels right to each one of us. I don't think we can set on any one number. So as long as it feels right, whatever that magic number, whatever that may be. And go ahead, Jira.
Yeah, well, we need to remember as well that we're in any Indian EU guild, so we've got players from all over the world. So it will depend down the line where we just decide which server to go with, or
Mhm.
if we're going to be split in between NA and EU. But
Mhm.
these are discussions that we're still having. So we're kind of hoping to not be large, but to not to be too small. So we kind of expect to be maybe about 50 players.
Right, right. Whatever that magic number may be. And
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
that's just on everyone to decide as a group. Like,
We
hey, we're
really
getting
want
too
to
big.
be, sorry, we really want to be like a
Oh.
small family group. We want to make sure that we get to know everyone and
Mhm.
everyone feels comfortable and that we just enjoy the experience of Ashes together.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. All right. This is making it kind of hard for me. Let's put you in a situation where you have a small guild of 50 people, and you before the game starts. Let's put you in a situation. The game starts, and you need to decide for what node you're going for. Right. One half of your guild is saying they want a military node, and the other one is saying they want a divine node. How would you solve, or how would you think your guild would dissolve an issue like that?
So I'll go
Okay.
for that one.
Sure. So one of the benefits of being both EU and NA is that, we always have people online. So let's say the issue gets brought up or when the EU guys are sleeping. Well, as a non-traditional guild, decisions are not made alone. And if there is, so to speak, a stalemate, well, since everyone believes in the same thing, everyone kind of understands the why they're here. I do not see us ever reaching a point where we cannot compromise with each other, because what we believe in, what our vision is, should be more important than what our own differences should be. So let's say we do have a stalemate. I don't see us actually ever not being able to compromise on any one choice or any one node. And if we had to pick a node, well, it's still 2 years away, and honestly, there's not enough information about it. Sorry, go ahead.
No, like what's really cool about our guild, and it's what drew me to it in the first place as well, is that Ashengard, we have like a unique voting system. So rather than having a guild leader, we all put our ideas forward, and
Hmm.
then we have like a pre-vote system, and we arrange a date, and we all discuss our concepts, and then we give each other like about a week to vote, and then whatever the vote outcome is, we'll tend to go for that. So we go with the majority of players.
Hmm.
Like for us, it's really important that everyone in our guild feels that they're contributing to choices that we make.
Hmm.
Because in like Ashes of Creation, the larger context of it, whatever we decide is going to influence the greater community. So it's important that we feel that everyone's having the opportunity to take part in that.
Absolutely.
Okay. No, okay, we gotcha. So you're going for a real like familiar type of feeling where everybody gets along and everybody like understands each other and everybody's going for the same kind of thing. Okay, that's
Yes.
Yeah.
that's awesome. All right, so now it's your time to shine. Like, what is the number one reason people should join your guild?
Well, because we're so unique, we've got a really great family relationship so far, and I know we're really nervous for this like interview. It's something we've never done before. We get on really well, and we've got the same mindset, and we're really enthusiastic about playing Ashes of Creation, and we really want to thrive together as a group. We'd like our players and our guild members, when they're at work, to think, "Oh, I can't wait to go home to jump on, play with my guild."
Right.
Whatever you would like to do, and just achieve it as a team.
Okay.
So like, yeah, so like, it's like when people understand why they're here, when people understand, like why should other people care that you woke up in the morning and you did, you walked your dog and you're taking photos of your dog. Well, that's part of the tight knit community. Everyone should care for one another. Everyone should have that sort of self-adopted goal that they have for themselves and for the guild, and then that's the kind of thing that we're aiming for.
Okay. Sounds
And we
awesome
go
to
for
me.
that for the bigger community as well. You might find us like in your tavern one day just eating all your supplies as a guild kind of thing. We want to do things together and just make sure that we all have a blast.
Okay,
Right.
guys. Sounds awesome. Okay, I thank you for your time. Thanks for talking to me, and I wish you the best of luck. And you guys sound like a great guild.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Thank you for
much.
having
Everyone
us.
come visit our stall. We'll present ourselves a wee bit better.
Okay, I will. All right. Talk to you guys later.
Later.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, so I just got a message. Okay, first up, if there's an issue with the voice, like with anybody's voice, I hope I'm doing okay. Like I got a decent microphone, so I hope my sound is actually pretty decent and you guys can understand me. But if there's any problems with people that come into the interview room, just like spam the chat and I try to like turn them up, turn them down, depending on like the issue. And yeah, let's keep going. Next up would be Autumn Leaf, but Autumn Leaf just told me I have to skip him. Okay, so we're skipping Autumn Leaf, so that means next up would be Bloody Scarlet. Bloody Scarlet, please report through the principal's office. Bloody Scarlet, Bloody Scarlet. Who is your guild leader? Okay, Bloody Scarlet did not show up, apparently. That means next up would be Blue Dawn. Blue Dawn, Blue Dawn, Blue Dawn, where are you, Blue Dawn? So, there's a lot of you guys, I can see that, but who am I supposed to talk to? Greaves. Greaves, is Grief in the office? Grief, please report to the... Let's see, where you at, buddy? Where you at? Alright guys, I'm just gonna jump real quick. It's gonna be loud for a second. Hey guys. Don't be shy. I'm supposed to talk to Greaves. I'm supposed to talk to somebody. So
Dankus, hello.
What?
He's here. He's
whoever I'm supposed to talk to, just jump up to the stage room and I pull you right up.
Yeah, it's fine, dude.
Okay, so let's see. Blue Dawn, where you at? Okay, so while I'm waiting for Blue Dawn to figure out who I'm gonna talk to, the volume is great, thanks. Alright, there we go. Okay, Blue Dawn is here. Alright, everybody ready? Ready? Number one. And there's two of you. There's two of Blue Dawn. Hey guys, hey. So let's wait. I have to actually find your thingy. There's your thingy. Blue Dawn leader is Greaves, and Greaves is also listed as the contact for the guild. So I'm gonna give you the same questions I give everybody. First up, tell us where you are, who you are. Tell us where you've been and where you come from.
Okay, so we are Blue Dawn. Founded with the ideal of bringing back the ideal of a community-based guild to bring people together as friends, not only in a specific game, but basically
that's
and expanding across others, and we're EU-based.
Yeah, I mean, Greaves basically formed on the idea with more so around his friend base, but obviously that sort of expanded into something greater. The idea that he wanted to do is not just have a guild that was strictly in Ashes of Creation, but also could expand upon as a community as well. Considering the size we've got now, I mean, like currently in Ashes of Creation, whilst we are waiting for the game to come out, we are doing things like playing other games and things like that, and just trying to get a general community feel as well for the guild.
Okay, so you're expanding even beyond Ashes, and you're really trying to like get that whole community thing going.
Yeah.
Okay. So same question. As soon as Ashes drops, and because you guys are trying to be a bigger community, what are your goals for Ashes of Creation?
Well, primary goals wise, we're trying to become a respected and renowned guild within the game, but hopefully we can spread it into a solid community for all to enjoy as well. The main thing that we're trying to do as a guild is do a militaristic approach. I mean, I know there are a lot of militaristic guilds, but this can include holding key military structures for advantages, aiding potential allies, providing resources and things like that. Things like hiring out services. So, for example, say if a ally in a certain metropolis might want our soldiers to help back up their place, we might do so depending on the circumstances, whether they want to pay us, whether we're in a formal alliance where loyalty is everything, and things like that. However, even though we are a military guild, it doesn't mean that we're ignoring the crafting side, because we do know that there are quite a few enthusiastic people who like crafting. With the crafters, we're going to hopefully try and form their own area within the guild so they can shine. This can help provide things for the economy. So, for example, say if the guild wants to earn more money, we can do things like having our blacksmiths and that do arms dealing, making all sorts of weapons and things that we can trade to allies, anyone that we're selling them to, and things like that. Hopefully that way we can try and still move on with the military idea, but also trying to branch out to both sides of combat and also crafting in Ashes of Creation.
Okay. So if you guys said you're aiming to be like a bigger community, does that mean guild size wise you guys are aiming to max out your guild members in the game?
Yeah, ideally,
So max.
Yeah, I think she just cut out there.
Okay, so max amount of players. Okay, so let me think. What would be a good situation for you guys? Oh, okay, I got one. Because you guys said you're aiming to be a community, gaming community that spreads out even beyond Ashes of Creation. From my experience, when it comes to gaming communities like that, there's always a certain period during after the game, like a couple months after the game actually launched, where a certain amount of people actually get bored or they don't like the way the game turns out, so they actually leave. So if you guys would run in a situation where you actually have decreasing member numbers, would you guys try to fill them up as quick as possible, or would you guys try and strongen up, like make the core of the guild stronger than it is?
I mean, I will admit we've had this thing before where we have had members join and then leave. I mean, at the moment, we do have a solid core player base at the moment, but if that situation was to arise, we would probably try to amend it, probably try and convince people to come back, maybe do things like maybe make more events. I mean, it could be anything. Maybe they're just bored of the actual game. I mean, we can try and find things that people can do, or maybe it's just that people might find that there's not a lot to do community-wise, which is where we would turn around and say, well, why don't we do more guild events? You know, like do things like meetups and do certain other things outside of the general PvP, raiding, etc., etc. And at the same time, because we're a community that wants to stretch out beyond Ashes of Creation, we can just turn around to these members and say, well, why don't you try playing a different game with some other members of the community, rather than leaving the community straight away. They can still stick with us. And then if they feel like coming back to Ashes of Creation, then we have no issues with that. We'll greet them back with open arms.
Okay. That sounds like no, it sounds planned. Like it sounds pretty good to me. Like I've been part.
If possible, can I go back to the point about the guild size, because I know we didn't really elaborate on that much.
Go ahead.
So yes, ideally we do want to stretch out max in the game. However, if we do expand beyond the limit, so say if the max limit is 300 and we go over that, we have considered the possibility of breaking it down into different guilds. So, for example, we might have a guild for Blue Dawn that is specific to crafters. They'll have their own things to do. They'll have their own agenda that benefits the community. We'll have a military guild and things like that. So hopefully that way it bounces off each other. At the moment as well, in terms of numbers, we are quite an active guild. We have about 130 to 140 people and rising. But, I mean, hopefully we are going to keep going, keep moving forward. And so far, it's been generally well done. I mean, the community has been great, and we've all tried to accommodate everyone's needs. We're not trying to, when you have a general hierarchy where you expect it's one person at the top making all the decisions. Normally, it's not like that. Normally, we try to make sure that everyone is doing their part. So, for example, our recruiters, for example, their rank as well, it's a standard rank, but their role is a recruiter. So they also feel like they're contributing to the guild as well. And that's one thing that we try to pride ourselves in Blue Dawn. It's keeping to a hierarchy that makes sense and helps us organize a maintainable structure, whilst also allowing other people to shine and make them not feel like just a number.
Okay, so what would be what would be your biggest selling point for people, like if you're looking to recruit new members, which I assume you are because you said you're trying to get all big and strong, and beyond, even to like take your guild beyond Ashes of Creation. What would be the biggest selling point for people that are actually currently looking for a guild or even looking for a gaming community?
I mean, I would say if you're looking for a very well organized and very well structured guild that follows a certain mandate and sets out what they want to achieve, whilst also accommodating semi-hardcore and hardcore play styles, that's where I would say it'd be good to join us. And at the same time, because we are a community that also likes to spread outside of Ashes of Creation, I feel like that would be a great thing for the people, because people do forget how guilds used to be in the past, where for example, in the early days of World of Warcraft, where guilds were not only just guilds, they were communities as well, and they grew to be a family as well. And again, going back to the first point that we made, that's something what the guild leader Greaves founded this guild upon as well. It's to try and bring back the community aspect of guilds, and hopefully by what we're doing so far, we're achieving that. And hopefully I welcome anyone who wants to join this guild.
Okay, that sounds awesome, guys. Thanks for your time. Thanks for talking to me.
Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure.
All right, guys. Talk to you guys later.
Thank you.
Okay, so that was Blue Dawn. So, so apparently we do have some voice issues with certain Discord members. So I'm gonna try to adjust it like the second they come in. So, like I said, spam me on the Discord channel, spam me on Twitch. As soon as I see something, I try to fix it. And I apparently do sound like a robot. Well, at least I hope I do sound like a cool robot. Hahaha, joke on the side. Okay, next one up would be, we just had Blue Dawn, so next one up would be Burning Light. Guild leader would be Why Me 2000. Alright, let's see. Burning Light, oh, I'm Burning Light. Nope, Burning Light apparently is not here. If Burning Light could write me, oh no, wait, he's here. No, wait, my bad, he's here. Hey, buddy, or miss, I don't know. Anyone home? I do have the guild leader of Burning Light in the Discord.
Hello?
Hey, how's it going, buddy?
Yeah.
How's it
I was
going?
watching the Twitch.
Okay, so it's your turn now. So why don't you tell us where you're from, what your guild name is, and yeah, if you have been in any other games.
Yeah, let me see, 2 seconds. My guild name, our guild name is Burning Light, as you can see in the Twitch. And yeah, it's a fresh, newly created guild, gearing up for Ashes of Creation. We do not have a background story.
Damn it.
And our player base is a bit shattered. I collected some players from around different games I have been played and communicate with. And yeah.
Okay.
So
when the game launches, when Ashes goes live, like what are going to be your major goals? Are you going to be more PvE focused, PvP focused, casual, hardcore progress?
I think it's a bit of a combi about everything, because we like the variation. We don't like boundaries, because then the game will be boring at some point. So we like to make to the edge of the game and discover all things. So yeah.
Okay.
That's our main goal. It's a big, but you never know. It's not really that informative right now. But yeah.
Okay. What guild size are you guys aiming for?
Right now, as we are newly created, we are not aiming for the biggest guild in the community, but we will make a strong core-based guild, and be a small guild that have an impact on the game still. So yeah, that's our future goal.
Okay. Okay, let me see. What's the situation I'm gonna throw you guys in? Okay, you said you're fresh, you're new. So
Yeah.
if you guys run in a situation where your recruitment drive or you don't get enough people to really like have a mid-sized or a small-sized guild, if you're like just like a really small guild, would you guys consider joining other big guilds or make alliances with other big guilds and be part of their community, or are you guys gonna probably stay by yourself?
We will definitely make some alliance with other guilds. We don't think that splitting up to other guilds will help if we want to make a strong core-based guild. And so we just like in the situation, if you got a small guild that can be potential big allies, be with big allies and help them out, like a Joker of a hand card, you know. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there anything you want people to know before they actually try to do, like? Sorry, like 10 people are writing me, and I'm like reading everything at once. What's the biggest thing people should know about your guild if they are looking for a guild?
What the biggest thing?
Like the best thing about your guild. Sorry, the best thing about your guild.
The best thing about our guild is that we are based on a strong core, where we are helping each other to make a great improvement into the game as both aspect in PvP and PvE. And when you are not so many people in the guild, you have a bigger community, you have a bigger communication to each other, and in that way you will get a strong core. And yeah, so you will be, we focus.
Yeah, sorry, like I had to restart the stream because apparently something went wrong. So, but now we should be good to go and way better. Okay, so apparently Codex, I guess the guild leader is not online. Oh no, there he is. Wait, there he is. Let's see, I'm pulling this guy up. Anyone home? Maven? Okay. Well, I have somebody from Codex who was in the staging room. There we go. There you are.
Hello, how are you doing?
Oh, how's it going, buddy? Oh, you're loud. I need to turn you down.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No
Okay.
no problem. Okay, buddy, same spiel as everybody. What's your guild's name? Where you from? And where have you been?
All right, our guild's name is Codex. We're situated in Europe, so we mostly play on European servers. We've founded in 2010 in Terra. It's been a pretty fun ride so far. We played games like Terra, Blade and Soul, Wildstar. Now we're playing Revelation Online, and we're a hardcore guild. So we're mostly focusing on first clears and PvE content, as well as domination and overall PvP.
Okay. What are your main goals as soon as the game starts? Like, what is like the things you want to like achieve within the first couple months?
So we all know that in Ashes of Creation, the most important things are the nodes, right? So that's the first thing we have our eye on. Like, we want to level up as fast as possible and take control of those nodes. I think that should bring in some good wealth and control over the world map.
Okay. So what guild size are you guys aiming for? Because I've been part of like progress hardcore guilds, and most of them weren't really big, just like the core number of players you need for, like, say, I don't know, raids and PvP. So what's the size you guys are aiming for?
Actually, we're not sure about it yet, but so far as it's looking in Ashes of Creation, especially in like sieges and stuff, numbers should play quite a big part. So with our core group of members, we will probably want to focus on the overall domination in different aspects of the game. But then we'll also want to have more numbers. So if not, if we'll maybe have, like, for example, one guild that will be the smaller, the core group, and then we'll have 1 or 2 other guilds which will be used for like other members as well. So for the more Zergear content, you know.
Okay.
Because unfortunately, in today's games, like numbers still do come in play. So we just have to see how that'll play out in Ashes of Creation.
So, because you said you wanted to be, you guys said your progress in your hardcore guild, and you want to be part of every like aspect of the game, including PvP and PvE.
Yes.
And so, let's talk. I know PvE should be easier for people to actually get into. How would you guys, let's say you guys decide on a node, but it's going to be only your guild on that node, maybe a few smaller guilds, but it's not going to be enough to actually like get it to the level where it's supposed to be one of the top nodes on the server. How would you guys go at it in case of looking for alliances? Like, what are the criterias you think your guild has when it comes to picking good guilds for being your partner?
Oh, that's a very good question.
I know.
You see, in previous games that we've played, it was always kind of like this mindset mentality that Codex versus the world. So we never really made any alliances. But if it comes to that part, I guess we'd be looking for guilds who have similar mindsets on us. They pick their players carefully. They have a lot of experience in the game. Because not just like playtime or like hopefully in Ashes of Creation, you know, no pay to win, wink wink. It just doesn't come down to money or playtime. You need to have like the overall game knowledge and research and time put into the game to know what they're doing. And I guess those guilds would have their own nodes as well, hopefully, or castles or something like that. And we could possibly narrow it down from there. So we see how those nodes progress and what knowledge do they actually have on the game.
Okay, so you're pretty much
just generally seeing them in PvP.
Okay, so you're pretty much looking for. You're pretty much going for a guild that's on the same level as you.
Yes.
Okay,
Something
good.
like that.
Okay, so why should I, the pleb and noob that I am, why should I join your guild? Like, what's the thing? Like, what you got for me?
Well, you see, with Codex, you can't just join. You have to apply, and not everyone gets accepted.
Okay, but why would
The way
you?
it works- Oh well, why would you want to join in the first
Yeah,
place?
why would I want to join in the first place?
Well, if you want to be part of something great, have your name written, and always remembered in that game, you know, Codex is a place for you.
Okay, that sounds.
Glory or something like that.
Oh, that sounds. Those are big words, but
Those are big words, but we do have proof to back them up.
Oh,
from previous.
that's always great. Okay, I thank you for your time, and
Yeah, thank you.
I wish you the best of luck as soon as the game goes live.
Thank you very much.
All right.
It was nice talking to you.
Take care.
All right, cheers.
Okay, so we're all right. Okay, the guild leader of what's the name of the guild? The guild leader of Bloody Scarlet is now here, so I'm gonna pull him up real quick. All right, let's see where you at, buddy? You're right here. All right, your name is I got you, Kiyama. Kiyama, please tell me that you're here. You were late, so tell me you're here now. All right, I need to. Yeah, I'm sorry for that, guys. Like, some guild leaders apparently missed their time appointments, or I don't know, missed that we had the guild fair. So I'm trying to get everybody. I'm trying to give everybody their 5 minutes. So just give me. Okay, he just disconnected. Is he coming back? Okay, so I don't know, like, I cannot wait for everybody. So okay, I'm skipping you guys. Somebody remind me that I have to talk to them later, I guess. Let's see who's next, because I'm already trying. Okay, I cannot pronounce that. I'm sorry. Where are you guys at? You guys at the bottom. Controversity. And the guild leader is Zeke. There you are. I got you right here.
Hello.
Hey, how's it going, buddy? It's your turn to shine. Okay, so like everybody else, sorry, like people keep writing me. I'm trying to keep everybody like in touch with what's going on. But tell us about yourself. Tell us a guild of your name, the name of your guild, and where you come from.
Yeah, so we are Controversy or Controverse, maybe something similar. It's kind of still a work in progress name, and at this point, I'm already contemplating just calling it work in progress. But we are a new guild. We just formed a few months ago, taken in by the feeling Ashes has given off that it may turn into something actually really good. And yeah, basically I gave into the hype and wanted to do something bigger in this game for a change. So with just a few months behind us, we don't have much history yet, except for our exceedingly rising cookie and tea consumption. But aside from that, there is really not much to say.
Okay.
So where we come from, we really just found each other in Ashes.
Okay. So you also knew a new guild. That's not a bad thing. That can actually work out pretty well for you guys. Okay, so first question. As soon as Ashes goes live, what are your goals? Like, what do you want the guild to aim for?
For our goals in Ashes is the way Ashes presents itself. I want to try to build a nation. I want to build up into all aspects of the game, be it PvP, be it PvE or crafting, and everything that just comes with it. And I want to build up a nation that houses all kinds of people. I want to have my hardcore parts, the hardcore raiders that are just aiming for those server firsts, like in any typical MMO. And apparently we're gonna have raids, so that's gonna be a thing for us. I want to have our PvPers that's gonna go out and conquest stuff. I want to have our own castle. That's one big goal I want to achieve. Actually holding that castle that's gonna be out there in the world. But also, I don't want to just have the hardcore part of the game covered. I also want to build this community-based guild for having just this laid-back, after-work, stress-relieving gaming session with friends.
All right.
The way I started all this was just going out and saying, "Hey, I'm just new in this thing, and why not do it together?"
Okay, sounds fun. All right. If you're a new guild, so what is a guild size like you're aiming for? Because you said you wanna own your own castle, so I would assume you need a decent sized guild, or a smaller guild of really like hardcore PvP players. So what's the deal? Like, what are you going for?
Right now, I don't really know what I'm aiming for really with the guild size, but the way it looks like, I'm probably gonna explode the guild limit, and we're gonna split off in several smaller guilds and communicate over the Discord.
Okay, so what you're telling us is, because you just said you are trying to get smaller guilds, so are you trying to run a whole guild alliance system?
Probably. It all depends on how Ashes will build up, what is gonna be possible, what the actual guild limit size is gonna be. I mean, Discord's gonna be probably integrated into Ashes. There was talk about it, so maybe all that won't be that necessary, but maybe an alliance, yes.
Okay, gotcha. So here's the situation. You're starting out, and you don't seem to have. I think I gave that same situation to another guild just like a couple guilds ago. But you seem to have issues like getting guild recruits and actually increasing your guild size. Would you consider switching your goals for your guild, or would you try to actually achieve your goals that you just mentioned at any cost?
The funny thing about that is I started this recruiting thing in the forum 3 months ago, and I actually thought I'm gonna just have like 10 people to hang around with and having some fun in different games until the game launches, and then I'm gonna start up. But this whole thing already blew up, and we are already at 65 people, give or
Wow.
take.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't really know if we're gonna run into this situation, but to answer it honestly, I want to see it through.
Okay.
I want to aim for this castle. I want to aim for a big node and everything that comes with it.
Okay. So if you want people to join your guild, what's the number one thing people should know about your guild?
We are weird people. We are seriously just weird. We have lots of cookies. We have tea. So if you just want to hang out, that's perfectly fine too. You don't have to just come to us and be in our guild. You can just drop by, say hi, enjoy some games with us, and then move on to wherever your actual guild is.
Okay. Sounds awesome. So I appreciate you taking the time to talk to me, and I am pretty sure you're gonna even get more members now. So thanks for your time, buddy.
I hope so. Thanks for hosting this all.
No problem, buddy. Okay, next up, finally, after some back and forth, I got the guild leader of Bloody Scarlet. I hope this time. Please tell me you're there. Please tell me you're there. Yes! I see movement on the Discord.
Yeah.
So how do I pronounce it? Kayama?
Kayama.
Kayama. Same question as everybody else. Tell us your guild name. Tell us if you guys have been in previous games, and if not, tell us how you guys actually started out.
So we are pretty new guild from like 3 or 4 months now, and we are already playing like Vindictus, and we try to start BDO, Black Desert or something like that. So we are few for now, but we will hopefully get a bigger guild, and yeah, I don't know what to say. Yeah, we try to rise our guild. Like we want to have a lot of people, but I'm not a really social guy. It's not really good for a guild chief, I guess. So our guild wants to rise more in Ashes of Creations. If we have nods, we will try to more have. Oh, sorry, I'm not a native speaker.
No problem.
We will try to more get into the nodes, like rise the node, have more defense, or.
Okay, gotcha. So
yeah.
So you're pretty much saying, and I'm gonna try to help you out in this part because you just said English.
Sorry, because
no problem. So you're saying you are pretty much trying to like do everything in the game to a certain degree, like PvE, PvP, node wars, that whole thing.
Sorry, you can repeat that because I didn't heard it.
Okay. Is your guild like from what you just told us? It sounds to me like your guild is trying to do everything in the game, PvP, PvE, and node wars to a certain degree.
Yes, we try to do everything at once because we will try to help a lot of people in rising up on levels, on stuff and something like that, because we want people to be strong like really early in the game, and we will the PvP part we will do it really like on high level, because we don't want people to fight each other when they don't have any PvP experiences because we want to win the most of the PvP wars or anything like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So are you, from what you've been telling us, it sounds to me like you are pretty much trying to set up a smaller familiar guild, or are you guild-wise aiming for something like really big, or you want to keep it like small?
It's hard to explain that because our guild will really we will try to get be a bigger guild. Like even if we have the chance to have hundreds of people, we will try it. But I guess this will really limit us in the social part because I want that everyone is not friend but trying to be really familiar with other peoples in our guide. So I think we will try to be in the middle of both, like not the biggest guide but not the smallest one.
Okay. So let's give you a situation. Let's say your node is getting sieged by another community, and you guys lose. Would you guys stay on that node, or because now you have people actually leaving your guild because they're like, oh yeah, I'm not gonna stay with this guild because we lost one fight? Or are you willing to lose some members and keep like working on your node, or would you adjust your citizenship for your node citizenship depending on where the majority of your guild wants to go?
We don't really. I'm not a person that really cares about people leaving or coming because it will happen anyway. Because I had a lot of I was a lot of time a creator of a guild in many games, and I saw many good people leaving and coming. So I don't really care about people going in another guild because we lost or not. Even though we will try to make sure that we never lose our node because it's really important for me to have this node because I guess it's the bigger part of, I guess, economy of having money and stuff like that. People can leave my guild if they want. I won't be mad at them because it's normal to have preferences. I don't want to be something like I will maybe exaggerate, but like a tyrant or something.
Okay. Sorry, I need to cut you short because I'm already like giving every guild a little bit too much time that was actually planned.
Okay, sorry.
So no problem. So what's the why should I apply or join a guild? Like, what's the best thing about your guild?
Maybe because we are sympathetic. I don't know, something like that. Because we are like 5 or 6 people. No, 5. We have 5 people in my guide. It's really a small guide right now, but we are really enthusiastic guides. We will do everything what we want to do in any game. We will reach the point even if it takes a year or 2 and something like that.
Okay.
That's all.
Sounds good to me. All right, buddy. Thanks for your time.
Okay, thank you.
Take care. Okay, so that was Bloody Scarlet, and next up we would have the guys or girls, or maybe both, from Crown of Darkness. So let's see where you guys at. Codex. No, that's okay. So Crown of Darkness. Crown of Darkness, please to the staging area. If I have to come to your Discord channel, I will be loud. Where the hell are you guys? Alright, there they are. Hey guys, anyone home?
Hello.
Oh no, wait.
You
Yeah, sorry. I just noticed it's CID. Sorry, I got him. Sorry, my bad.
yes.
There we go. CID. Where did you go? No, come back upstairs. Sorry. Alright, there we are. Yeah, sorry, that was my mistake, buddy.
No worries, mate.
Okay, so yeah, it's Crown of Darkness, and how about you just go and tell us where you guys from, and
Basically, Guild was created around June 2016, right before the Riders of Icarus premiere. After a short but intense adventure with Riders of Icarus, which didn't meet our expectations, we decided to change guild assumptions and we transformed into a Polish community. And I'm into titles which was about to start in the near future. And from that time, our leader is Valantor. After Riders of Icarus, our next game and still is Revelation Online, and we're gonna probably stay there till Ashes of Creation launch.
Okay, so what are your goals for when the game goes live?
I guess our goal will be create the biggest Polish community over the server and conquer the world.
Awesome. So are you aiming for a big guild, small guild, mid-sized guild?
We are aiming for about 100 active players, as we got at the moment at the Revelation Online. Most of the players from Revelation will move together with us to the Ashes of Creation.
Okay.
So we are aiming about 100, maybe 120 people.
Okay, so with a guild of that size, and I'm gonna give you a situation now. Let's see, a guild of that size. So, are you aiming to be the leading guild in a node, or would you consider joining alliances and run a node with several other guilds?
That's a hard question. Really tough.
I'm trying to.
Yeah. I guess we're gonna go with alliance with some other guilds. We already have diplomacy with them. With some of the guilds we are playing on Revelation Online, so probably we're gonna make some alliances.
Okay. So what's the number one thing I should know if I would think about joining a guild? Like, what's the best thing about your guild?
I think the first thing you need to know we will be a straight, strict Polish community.
Okay.
So that's the first thing. Other thing, we are not only focusing on the one game, as we are a community. We are spending time together on the TeamSpeak. We are playing other games like League of Legends, Dota, Overwatch, etc. And we have cookies.
Oh. Now we're talking, because everybody likes cookies.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's already it. But thanks for your time. Appreciate it. I'm pretty sure you're welcome. I'm pretty sure you guys gonna find some, because I know there's a lot of Polish players already looking into the game.
That's good. Because the game looks really good at the moment. Really promising.
Yeah, it does. All right, thanks for your time. All right, let's see. Who do we have next? Next would be Dark Reavers, and I already see Dark Reavers in the staging room. So let's pull those guys up. That would be 1. That would be 2, and Dark Reavers, that would be 3. Hey guys, or girls, I don't know. I don't see all the names.
Good evening.
How is it going? So, same with you as with everybody. Tell us where you're from, tell us your name, and let's go.
Oh, can you hear me, by the way?
Yes, we can.
My microphone's a bit... Okay, cool.
No problem.
So I created DKR in about 1999, so we have a pretty long history. I created it as just us and a group of friends, and then quickly transitioned into an FPS clan. So for about 10 years, we were an FPS clan with about 30 to 40 members, and we played like Team Fortress Classic, Counter-Strike, Team Fortress 2, and played in like ladders and stuff. And then it was Warhammer Online that was actually our first MMO that we got into in about whenever that came out, 2007, 2008, was it? And we had like 100 members in that, but that didn't last very long. So it was really Guild Wars 2 that was our first game, like first MMO that we got really into, for which I started recruiting in about 2011, so it was like well before the release of the game. So we had like a long build up to kind of recruit as many members as we could. I think we got to about 500. So one of the funnest things about the build up to Guild Wars 2 was like the negotiation of alliances and all the politics that came with that. So I ended up like negotiating an alliance between about 40 different guilds, and I'm hoping that's something that we can maybe do with Ashes of Creation. So on a separate note, I'm actually the owner of, or the creator of Guildex. I don't know if you've heard of that.
Okay, that's
So
quite.
it's like so that's like a website that lists all the different guilds.
Oh, okay. I think I even know it. I know it. So when the game goes live, like, what are your main goals?
Tricky to say. I mean, it's really early days at the moment, so we haven't really got a plan, like a full plan yet. I'm sure it's the same for most guilds.
I think the good thing about what we've got at the minute is we've got like a lot of people who've got a wide range of goals. We've got a lot of people who want to do the PvE, the PvP, and I personally, like, I'm quite an all-rounder, but I really love the crafting.
So would you say you're pretty much an all-rounder guild? Like, you're pretty much gonna be trying to cover every aspect of the game?
Yeah, definitely. I think we'll have members that will touch on every aspect of the game. And as Dark said, it's good to get alliances going in the game or before you even start the game. And then it gives you a better possibility for everybody to do a little bit more of everything in the game, because you've got opportunities to play with other people that are outside your immediate guild, you know.
Okay. So I would assume from what you just told us that you're pretty much aiming for a rather big guild in Ashes of Creation?
I think so, yeah. I mean, it's still early days, like I said, but even right now we've got about 300 active members. We're not really sure how many of those will be going into Ashes of Creation, but we already have like a good base of members,
Okay.
and we're just looking to grow that, I guess.
Okay, so you just told us that your guild has been around for a while, so you guys pretty much, I would assume, know how to run guilds and have some experience in that regard. So how about we put you in the following situation? Your guild alliances, because I don't know, I think you guys are probably going for guild alliances when it comes to, you know, controlling your node.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I mean, it depends.
I think it's early to say, isn't it? Because nobody really knows how the game's going to work yet. So
Yeah.
I think it's a bit presumptuous to say at this point exactly how we're going to plan to do it. But
Okay.
I think the lead. Sorry, go on.
All right. So let me rephrase that situation. Let's say your guild's node is being sieged for, like, it's been a couple times and you lose every fight, and people are getting frustrated within your guild because you're not starting to win fights and your node gets de-leveled over and over again. What would be a way for you to, you know, make sure that you keep your guildmates, and, you know, is there any way you would like work that problem in a specific way?
I think we have quite a faithful core guild group. So I think, as one of the previous guys said, we really don't mind when people come and go from a guild, because that's just normal MMO growth and shrinkage. But I think we do have our core kind of family, if you like, and community, where we would like to think that anybody that's been with the guild for a long time will know that we are going to be aiming to stay as a very active guild.
Okay, that sounds actually pretty nice, because you guys been around for a long time. You know, you consider, I guess, to have really good friends within your guild or within your clan. I think you guys are gonna be around for a long time to come. I got a feeling about you guys.
Yeah, I think that's one of our selling points, is that we're probably going to be around forever, I guess.
Okay, so yeah, so that was pretty much my next question. Like, what's your biggest selling point? Like, let's hear it again.
That we'll be around forever. I mean, we've been around for 18 years.
I think, as other people have said, we see ourselves as more of a community than a guild. You know, these guys come, we chat together, we play other games together, we even have guild meetups. It's you're really seen as like a member for life rather than just a number.
Okay. That's nice to hear. So
yeah, and right now we don't really have a core game because of the way MMOs have been going recently. But even looking at our forums today, we've had 45 active people looking on the forums today. We've got an active Discord where text chat is always on the go. So it's very active, even though we don't actually have a very active gaming at the moment.
Okay. Well, guys, thanks for your time. Thanks for all the information you just gave us. And I wish you the best of luck for the future.
Thank you very much.
Cool. Cheers. Thanks a lot.
Take care, guys. Okay, so that was Dark Reavers. Let's see who we have next. According to my list, it would be From Ashes Reborn. Where are they? Yeah, sorry about that little mishap. Like, currently, like, a lot of people are writing me because some cannot make it, so I need to, like, play around with all the guilds. So I'm pulling up the guild leaders for From Ashes Reborn. So that would be 1. And that would be number 2. Hey, guys, are you there? Can you hear me? Please tell me you can hear me. Anyone home?
Hello.
Hey!
I had to mute the stream real quick.
No problem, no problem. So as everybody else, tell us where you are, who you are, and where you're from.
Well, we are from Ashes Reborn, obviously. I myself am Dutch, and my guild officer here is from the UK. We're basically a band of fans from Ashes of Creation that banded together in a guild to just generally play Ashes of Creation together. We don't have any history as a guild in different games, but individually we have a lot of experience.
Okay, so let's get straight to the point. When Ashes goes live, what are your main goals for the game?
We want to start out as a mercenary guild, pretty small and no big goals for launch, and just be people that help other guilds out achieve their goals. Probably
I think
for a price.
I think one of the key selling points for me was we're discussing it with Neeline when we were first setting things up, was the social kind of inclusivity that we wanted to get out of it. We wanted to be a small core guild, but it was just having fun. Really kind of focused around the social aspects of the game, and really experiencing everything the game's got to offer as much as possible, and helping one another out.
Okay, so I think you just answered the third question. What guild size are you guys gonna aim for? But can you just repeat it in case I am mistaken?
Yeah, for our starting guild size, we're probably aiming for 20 to 30 people, just to get a really tight group going and set everything up. And if that expands later on to more people, that's fine with us. But we're not actively looking to be the biggest guild in the game.
No, we have discussed this at length, and it really depends on the content of the game and what the game demands. To the size of the guild.
Okay, so when you say let's put you in a situation, because you said you're a mercenary guild, and everybody has to be, I don't know, it doesn't have to be, but it would be a smarter choice to be citizen of a node. If somebody would hire you in any regard, and the job you got hired for would in some way influence the node you're a citizen of in a negative way, would you still do that job?
Probably not, because we would be affiliated with the guild currently owning the node we're in, and we're not planning to like backstab our alliances like that.
Okay, so you're pretty much you're saying you're an honest, and
yeah.
Okay, so that's because we know that there are some guilds out there that they're gonna
definitely.
Oh yeah, they're gonna do some shady things, and I'm really looking forward to that sort of drama and politics. But yeah, so what's your biggest selling point? Like, what should people know about you if they are starting to look for guilds?
Our biggest selling point is probably get help and offer help. Like, it's kind of a trade-off. We're all here to help you out when you join, but we expect you to help us back if we need you. In a very social manner. There's no pressure. There's no mandatory gaming times. We're all full-time working people that will probably just be on in the evenings, wasting our time together.
Okay. That sounds actually like something I would actually look into, because real life is every gamer's worst enemy.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it absolutely gets in the way, and as full-time working people, we understand that, and we just wanna have fun in the evening hours. We don't want to be the biggest or the best. We just want to have fun.
Okay. Well, thanks for your time, guys. Thanks for talking to me.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah. Thanks a
Good
lot.
luck with the rest of the stream.
Thanks. Appreciate it. All right, guys. Take care.
Cheers.
Okay, so that was from Ashes Reborn, and next we have Home with a good friend of mine. So this is gonna be fun. All right, where you at, buddy? Oh, there you are.
Well, if you have an instant, it's not. Oh God, hello.
How's it going, Haru? How's it going, buddy?
hello. This was quite awkward.
Yeah, don't worry about it. So how's it going, buddy?
Oh, it's doing quite well. I just had a conversation.
So let's get right down to it. Tell us about your guild and tell us where you guys from.
Well, we are from Home, and Home is basically a guild. We are focused on exploration, and we're based on exploration because we want to acknowledge the most information on the game. So you can say we are willing to help people with our knowledge. So we aren't like aggressive type. We aren't like a passive type. We're just gonna explore our own stuff. Like that's.
Okay.
Yeah, that's basically it.
Okay, gotcha. So you pretty much already answered like the second question. So your goal is to be one of those guilds, which is to be honest, is the first guild we have tonight that is more concerned about exploration and learning about the world, which we know is gonna be a lot. So to achieve your goal, would you say you're looking to gather a smaller guild or bigger guild?
I'm at the moment just concerning to have a small guild, so let's say around 50 to 80 people, because bigger doesn't seem any making sense if you think about it. So I think this is like good enough.
Okay. So let's think about something I can throw you in. Let's put you in a situation. You said you're a peaceful guild. You're
we're both.
Exploration guild. Okay, so you said you want to help people with information. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, so but everybody in Ashes of Creation will be a citizen of a node. Would you say that your guild will even help out information-wise, like guilds and communities that are aiming to siege your node, or would you still spread all the information your guild gathers across the server on an equal manner?
I would put them on an equal matter, because even through giving out information, it's like if they come to us, they have to try to get to us. It is a different meaning, because if you give out the information, it gets the reputation. If you get the reputation, you will be recognized better.
Okay.
So to be recognized better, you can turn a whole situation different-wise.
Well, here's a thing that, at least for me, sounds appealing about your guild, because there's this little saying that information is power, and if your guild has the most information in the game, that, I don't know, would make you the most powerful guild in the game.
Well, information seems powerful, but the thing is, which is the most powerful thing about information, you attract people towards you. And people that attract towards you, you can help them, but they can help you.
Okay.
Not in meaning we are basically trying to get more people to save us out, but it's more like if you are just standing somewhere, you help them out, they will just know it, but later on they are like, oh, those guys just helped me out like multiple times. You know what? Let's help them out. So it's like a favor for a favor, if you think about it.
Okay. So That's already like a lot to that we just learned about your guild. So what would be the number one selling point? What's the number one reason why people that share the same goals as you should join your guild, besides the goal of, you know, exploring the world?
We're been a quite social guild, and even though our main focus is exploration, doing a little bit more likely our own thing, we want to just go around, just have fun. That's basically it. And for the rest, we are trying just to achieve our goals, because you have a goal. That is basically your main branch. This is just start tree. Every branch, every story that comes past it, like let's say we get something else into it, it's gonna be a branch of the tree. So we get like one big branch of information that will basically do everything. So it's not just one specific story. You cannot be, if you are in our guild, just one specific thing, because you will lead your own branch in our tree.
Okay. Okay. So that actually sounds quite interesting. Definitely something I gonna be looking at as soon as I start looking for a guild. Well, that's already like all the time we have, so I thank you for your time, buddy.
Thank you.
And I'll be
Have a nice day.
Oh, same to you. I'll be talking to you soon. Alright, so that was Haru from home. So who do we have next? Next we have Iced Phoenix. Iced Phoenix, we have one member, and Iced Phoenix, there's the second member. Iced Phoenix, you're in my channel. You can unmute yourself so we can talk.
Yeah, unmuted.
No, you're unmuted. How's it going, buddy?
Så sen efter det så skulle jag kunna göra det om det inte är så att jag skiter fullständigt i det och vidare.
Okay. Are you guys ready?
Yep. Ärligt talat, det är det jag
You're ready.
All right. So why don't you start us off about, you know, tell us your name, tell us where you've been from, where you from, and let's go.
Yeah, so we started out a mobile MMO.
Jag är glad för det lilla jag fick.
We are from a guild, Ice Phoenix, and we had two people comes from our MMO RPG, or now each other from our MMO RPG, and decided to start a guild here in Ashes.
Okay. So you're pretty sorry, like you have some background noise. So
Yeah, and my brother, he's stupidly live streaming, and we sitting in the same room, sadly.
Oh, okay,
so
gotcha.
I can't help it.
Okay, don't worry. We make it work. We make it work. So you're saying you're a pretty new guild and you found yourself in Ashes. Is that correct?
Yes. Yeah, we decided to add. We created a guild for Ashes, kind of.
Okay. So what are your main goals for Ashes when the game comes live?
We are more or less we aim on acting like a mercenary guild, where we can be like hired by nodes or not.
Okay, so
And
you're trying to be a mercenary guild.
yeah.
Jag kan
All
gärna
right.
ta Nordirland.
Okay, so
klicka sätta för
this is getting kind of hard. So mercenary guild. So what are your goals? Like, what are you aiming for? Like, you're trying to be a mercenary guild, so that makes you. Are you aiming to be a big guild, small guild?
Medium-sized.
Mediums. Okay.
Right now we don't have many recruits, so about 300 members. About 100 members. I said wrong in that. About 100 members. Not much more than that is what we expect.
Okay. Okay.
Nej, jag
Okay. This is sorry. Like, this is kind of hard. Mercenary guild, 100 people. So let's see. What can people hire you for? Let's ask that before I put you in a situation. Like,
Caravans, like attacking caravans too.
okay, so if somebody would hire you to attack a caravan that is coming from your node, would you consider doing that if the payment is large enough?
That also depends on the caravan, which caravan it is. Because I also plan to have.
Du ska ha den här ön, för den har faktiskt 4 iron och 3.
Yeah, don't worry, guys. We'll make it work. So,
Yeah.
you said if the payment is large enough, you would attack your own, like the caravan from your own node. So that means you guys are pretty open to any kind of PvP, correct?
Yeah, we're gonna be PvX. So we're gonna do both mobs and players. It's also depends on members. Some members are gonna be quite free. If they don't wanna do like PvP when they don't have to, they can focus on if there are dungeons, raiding dungeons, and do other stuff like that.
Okay.
We're not gonna restrict our members to certain activities, but we are gonna provide activities at least.
Okay. So,
Also, we decided like if the requirement of the guild is high enough and if we get enough members, then we'll probably also have like artisan branch of the guild, so that we can like have people craft the frontline fighters better gear.
Okay, so you're an overall versatile mercenary guild.
Yeah, so with the artisan part of the guild, the casual members and members that maybe focus on match and PvP, we can call like elite members. They provide materials for the crafters, so they don't have to worry much about the materials. And in exchange, the crafters will give the casuals and the elites equipment, and extra equipment will be sold. It's kind of the plan.
Okay, so from what you just told us and from what I could hear, it sounds to me like you guys are planning to be a really well-organized mercenary guild. So here's the situation. Before the game starts, you have an issue with every guild member, which is that half your guild wants to join that type of guild. Let's say they want to join a military node, and the other one wants to join an economic node. When it comes to your guild leadership, are you gonna have a set plan, like a plan up front for what type of node you want to take, or are you guys gonna leave it to are you guys gonna do a voting?
We leave it more or less to the guild members to decide which nodes they want to join.
Okay, so
and if they want to move as a group or not.
Okay.
Yeah, it's more like the guild members' choice to decide in our guild. And if we want, we can be spread out. We don't have to be in one specific node, in my opinion, at least. So, yeah.
Okay. Okay, so is there anything people should know about your guild? Like anything you want them to know before they start thinking about maybe joining you?
We don't want much members that are kind of, we don't want friendly members. We don't want members who are mean to other members, and yeah, we want to be a friendly guild.
We are friendly.
Okay. I'm sorry, like you guys having a lot of background noise, so it's kind of like I'm trying to listen really hard and hear what you guys saying. But from what I just heard is that you guys are aiming to be like an active but friendly guild. So
yes.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Okay, so I thank you for your time, and I wish you the best of luck for the future. And I'm sure we will be talking to during the next guild fair.
Yeah.
Okay. Bye, guys.
Thank you.
Okay, so that was Ice Phoenix. So I'm sorry about, like, you know, it's organized, like the guild fair is organized, like, to a certain degree. For example, most of my questions I wrote down up front, and I do have a little sheet with me, but I cannot guarantee the sound quality of everybody I talk to. So I'm sorry about that, but I'm trying to get through everybody. Like, I'm really, really sorry about how some guilds maybe take a little bit longer than others. So let's get right to the next one. The next one would be IDD Cutie. Okay. So let's see. IDD Cutie guild leaders is in Jackerson. I forgot the E, damn it. Alright, let's see. Are you guys anywhere on the Discord? Please tell me on the Discord. IDD Cutie, where you guys at? You're not in the channel where you're supposed to be. Oh, there he is. Alright, let's write him. To any guild leaders I haven't talked to, please make sure to be in the staging room so I can just pull you up when it's your turn. Yeah, I cannot move you, buddy. You have to come up front. I'm just gonna move down. Hey, you there? Hello? Jackerson?
Yes.
Yes, alright, I just moved to your channel. It's quicker that way. So let's get you started right away. Same questions everybody else. What's your guild name and where are you guys from?
All right. Our guild is IDDQD. We are from basically Russia-speaking countries, CIS countries.
Okay. And what are your goals as soon as the game launches?
Can you repeat the question, please?
When Ashes of Creation comes online, when the game is ready and everybody gets to play, what are your goals for your guild? What are you trying? What are you aiming for?
Quite easy. I think it's like concurrent PvP, basically hardcore PvP, I can say.
Okay, so you guys are going to be a PvP guild.
Yes.
Next question. What's the size you guys are aiming for?
Size, it's like 200, 300 people.
Oh.
And I think we already can start to dominate, I think.
Okay. So you guys are going to be a really big PvP guild. So what will you do if you will you be able? No, let's put you in another situation.
You mean Alliance?
Yeah, no. Let's say will your guild run a military node because the nature of your guild is PvP based, or will you run a node, or will you join a node that is run by other guilds?
Pretty hard to answer this question because I don't know how it exactly will run in this game. So I don't know.
Okay.
I pretty don't know, but I think we will test all kind of PvP. So I think you will see our tag all around the world.
Okay, gotcha. So is there anything you want people to know? Like, what's your selling point? Like, what's the best thing about your guild?
Best, maybe well organized. Some have good motivation.
Okay, so to summarize it, you guys are going to be a really good organized and large PvP guild that is gonna be active all over the server. So we can assume you guys are gonna be doing a lot of sieges and attacking a lot of other communities.
Yes, but I don't know how it will be about servers. If there is many servers on one single servers and many nodes, for example.
Okay.
Do you know how it will be?
Well, as far as we know, there are going to be regional nodes, regional servers. So the EU is going to have servers, North America is going to have servers, and everybody down under is going to have servers. and it's gonna be just like several servers per region. It's not going to be like a mega server. So that's something.
bad.
Yeah, that's something to think about, because the entire node system wouldn't allow for mega servers with different channels, I assume, but I don't have the like IT details on how things are going to work. But as far as we know, there are gonna be just different servers in each region. So, but that's already all the time I can give you, because I have to move on. I got like a bunch of more guilds, but thank you for your time. Thanks for talking to me.
All right, but one last thing that I wanted to say is more important to have transfer to another server. If they will do it, no problem.
Okay, gotcha. All right, buddy. Thanks for your time.
You too. Thank you. Bye bye.
Okay, so that was IDD Cutie. Next up would be Morpheus. Anyone from Morpheus? Oh, yes, and here we have Morpheus. Wait, I need to change that. Morpheus right here. Morpheus, where you at? There you go. Hello.
Hi there.
How is it going?
Going very good, thank you.
Glad to hear. Alright, let's get straight into it. Name of your guild and where you're from.
So, I am the leader of the Morpheus Guild, and it's a new guild which is built from the ground up for Ashes of Creation. And although lack of history may put some people off, it means that everyone who joins will be new. Whereas joining a larger guild that's already established, it's easy for new members to feel left out. My time will be heavily dedicated on only to Ashes, to make it as good of a community as I can for the game and my guild. Morpheus is also the god of dreams, and aspiring to be stronger and better at different areas of the game is kind of a philosophy that I think will work well for the guild.
Okay. Dude, that sounds quite interesting. Okay, so let's hear what are your goals? Like, as soon as Ashes comes alive, what is your guild gonna go for?
So we've got 3 main areas of the game which the guild are very interested in, and that's naval combat, trade, and node development, obviously, because that's kind of fundamental. For the naval combat, we've come up with a subdivision. We've come up with a subdivision called the Silver Serpents, which is going to be kind of like an RP based area, but it's also going to be our group of people who are into naval combat. And that will be led by one of my officers, who is very interested in the naval combat side of the game. For trade, we hope to forge alliances with other guilds and specialize in specific areas. So each person in the guild will be broken up into an area they're interested in. For instance, there'll be a farming team or a processing team and a sales team. And hope to work with other guilds. Obviously, it's hard to make alliances at the moment because we don't know what servers we'll end up on. But eventually, I think it'll be nice to forge some trade routes with other nodes and within nodes. And for node development, we are very interested in the scientific node. We like the way that's shaping up so far. Obviously, this is very dependent on how the nodes will change as the game comes out. But the scientific one seems like a good way to go to start off. We also have come up with a great idea for the freeholds. What we'll do is, as a guild, we'll create a group of freeholds, and we'll split them up into each of those 3 areas of interest, and those separate sets of freeholds will work towards each of those areas of the guild.
Okay. So from what you've been telling us, it sounds to me like you guys are pretty much aiming for a bigger guild, because you got those 3 pillars you wanna concentrate on. Would that be right?
I'm looking for around 70 to 80 players. I mean, if it really takes off, then I'm okay with going higher. But 70 to 80 seems like a good number to aim for, because I feel like that number means that I can definitely get to know each person in the guild, even if it's slightly. I'll still know them, But it also means that we still have enough numbers to participate in world events and be relevant.
Okay. So it sounds to me like you guys already put a lot of thought in how you guys gonna go into the game. So let me think about a situation that kind of fits what you guys are going for. And I think I already have one. You said one of your pillars is gonna be naval combat, so that makes me think that you guys are going for node that is near the ocean. And you also said node development is going to be one of your pillars. So
Yes.
how do you think your guild will handle the situation of you guys are not being able to develop the node you're in fast enough, and you guys keep getting sieged by other guilds, and in the end your guild always gets deleveled, which can cause a certain amount of bad, like, hey, we're not really getting anywhere with this guild, I kind of want to leave. Like, how would you resolve like that sort of issue? Would you try, making big alliances with other guilds to come and help you guys out till you guys can actually, sustain the node and like defend it yourself?
I think as a slightly smaller guild compared to the guilds that want to max out their numbers, alliances will definitely be important. And I think just coming across as a inviting and nice group of people will definitely be helpful towards that. In terms of the nodes, you said developing a node near the sea. I think being near the sea will definitely be fundamental, and we're going to have a wager to decide whether developing a scientific node is more important than naval combat or vice versa. And it obviously is going to depend on how the world spawns and how close the nodes are to the ocean. With resolving conflict and developing nodes, again, just working with other guilds, I think will be the way forward, but we can't say a lot about it at this point because we don't know, again, servers joining and the way the servers will work.
Okay, yeah, there's still a lot of things we don't know, and it's still far away, so a lot of things can change. Okay, so like everybody, and I'm sorry, like I'm getting like kind of I'm getting messages left and right because I need to kind of hurry up, so I don't want to put you in a bad spot.
Right.
So take your time when answering the next one. But what is the number one reason I should join your guild? If the game is about to launch, and I'm looking for a guild, what would be the first thing you tell people when they are contacting you about maybe joining your guild?
So I really want to come across as kind of an inviting and friendly guild with a focus on community that will cover many aspects of the game that Ashes of Creation has to offer. But I want to make sure that every person in Morpheus feels like they have a place, whether it's farming, commerce, PvP or RP as well, which we're welcoming. I want to make sure that no one's ignored and everyone feels like they can voice their opinion, which is why in my Discord server I've put a poll bot in there for the same reason I think someone mentioned earlier. Holding polls, I think, is at this stage to see which direction they want the guild to go in, I think will be very helpful.
Okay. Anything else?
That's about it, I think.
Okay, then thank you for your time. Thanks for talking to me.
Thank you very much.
And I wish you the best of luck in the future.
Wonderful.
All right, take care. All right, so who do we have next? Who is next? Okay, that was Morpheus. Really nice guild. Next up would be... Let me check. I don't want to, Phoenix Guard. And they're already in the staging room, so I can pull them up right now. Phoenix Guard, so that's one.
Get out of here before you get pulled.
You're already pulled, too late.
No, hey man.
Is it all four of you? Or
No, it's three of us.
It's three of us.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's Phoenix Guard. So why don't you guys start us off and tell us who you are and what other games you've been in and where you're from?
Well, my name is Nox, and we are called Phoenix Guard. My co-leader, Titanic.
Hello.
We've played. Yeah, hello. We have played a few other games. Titanic and me has been in a gaming community before as leaders, both of us. And then we found out about Ashes of Creation and decided to start this guild.
Okay, so same question as everybody else. What are your goals as soon as the game goes live?
So we have our short-term goals, which is we're a PvP hardcore mercenary guild. We're hoping to be at a very, very top margin for PvP. We're looking to get players at their best and trying to get some players and try and rise them to their best potential. And so as a mercenary guild, it's we're providing, for example, the defending and attacking of caravans, sieging castles, defending castles. If you want individuals or group of people to be either defended or attacked, we are the go-to guild. And we're following a philosophy of a high quality, low quantity kind of psychology here, where we're hoping that, unlike some other Zerg guilds, trying to attract the best of the best, we will be able to perform what our contractors are looking from us.
Okay, so you just mentioned, I think you already answered the third question I was about to ask you about the guild size, quality over quantity. So what's the exact number you guys are aiming for?
Currently, we're looking for around 100 to 150. We are, of course, including an artisan style branch, so we will have the traders, the crafters, and all that kind of stuff under our belt, and of course they would be guaranteed protection throughout the whole entire world, as long as they are a part of the system. We are looking to maybe do alliances, of course, not something that we're looking at the moment because, of course, how relatively new the game is and it's not even out yet, and we've got a long way to go. But yeah, it's definitely emphasizing on the quality over quantity. You know, a lot of us here have run quite big guilds in other games before, and I've always found that having too many people kind of can disrupt the guild actually. So having a smaller guild size is just more beneficial towards the way that we want to play.
Okay. That actually makes the next one pretty easy because you keep saying low quality over quantity. But well, at least from what we know from the live streams, the node system is pretty much not based around guilds. It's based around communities. So would you guys consider doing guild alliances with larger guilds that probably are twice your size, but have not the quality of players you guys are aiming for, but have active players? I
definitely say that's... Sorry, continue.
To reach the goal of upgrading your guild, because you just need active players to upgrade your guild. And would you consider helping them out when it comes to better players, or would you just help out your own guildmates?
I mean, I say, like, I'm always a bit more of I want the community to thrive. So having that aspect of helping out everyone is a really good thing. I mean, something as well that we have talked about, we would like to see a community within the game that are all very, especially on the PvP side of things, where there is actually proper competition. So having, helping out guilds that we can get competition from is a really, really good thing for us. We don't want to just be able to ruffle stomp all over everybody. It's not fun.
Yeah, I'm talking about within your own node, because your own node is.
No.
Yeah. I could say it. Okay, let me explain again. Okay, let's say you the guys decided on a node, but you also decided that you want that node to actually gain experience and actually rise in levels. Would you consider allying yourself with a casual guild that has active players, has a lot of active players, but are not as skilled as your own guild members? And would you help those other guilds within your alliance, within your node community, to improve their skills to, in the end, actually help out your own node? Or would you rather just, have the leading role in the node as, the attacking guild and the defending guild, and just, give commands to the other guilds?
Yeah, well, okay, the thing that we've already discussed is we definitely want to aim towards a militaristic style node. So we'd kind of want to stick with the military style, alliances, mainly because that's what we're trying to do. So when it does come to alliances and stuff like that, we'll have a fundamental team that will be able to protect other people's nodes that we can have land in and help out with, as well as having allies who are good at military style stuff, helping protect our nodes.
Also,
so
yeah, exactly.
More the military style stuff.
Okay.
I would like to add something to that, if I may. It should also be said that a lot of guilds might be focused on other things like crafting and stuff, and they might be our natural contractors, right? So we might ally with people who aren't even military because they might need our protection or something like that. So that could also be ideal.
Okay, gotcha. So, what would be your biggest selling point for recruiting new members?
Shall I, Sasko?
Yeah, go ahead, mate.
I would like to say that there's a few guilds out there that kind of try and go down the middle. We very, very exclusively say we are trying to be the best of the best. So I would like to say for top tier PvP, hardcore guilding, and the best PvP experience out there, I would say that Phoenix Guard is the place to be.
Okay, guys, you heard it here first. Phoenix Guard for hardcore PvP players. Anything else you guys want to add?
Sasko?
Not other than thank you for hosting this. It's really awesome to go and meet everyone here. It's cool.
Oh,
And it's nice to see a really
thanks,
good
man.
community being formed already for a game, that's 2 years away. So it's really nice.
Yeah, like if I have to say for myself, if the community wouldn't be as awesome as it is right now, I would not have said that I would do that. I've been gaming in the MMORPG genre for over 12 years, and this is the first time actually been in a community.
Same here.
I'm
Same here, man.
like, what the hell is going on? It's like nothing I ever witnessed, so that's pretty awesome. But-
Yeah, it's so a shout out to the community. It's a really great community, and we love being a part of it.
Yeah, you guys are great.
Okay, guys, thank you for your time. I wish you the best of luck, and I'll be talking to you guys soon.
Thank you very much for having us.
Take my. Hey.
Okay, so everybody, that was Phoenix Guard. So next up on our list would be Reborn. Let's see if we have anybody from Reborn on the Discord. Reborn guild leader would be Auron. Let's see. If Auron can hear me, if Auron is on the stream, if anybody from Reborn is on the stream, please, let me know. Because I cannot... There's one member of your guild on the Discord, but he did not reply to my message. So... Let's see. Okay, so I guess we're gonna skip Reborn unless I get a message in the next 10 seconds. Just hear something, I know you're live. Because I really don't want to skip anybody. Okay, so I guess we're skipping. Next up would be Ruthless. So where you are? You're Ruthless right here. Ruthless. You're so ruthless. Alright. Requiem, Phoenix Guard. Guild leader is Vernius. Wait, I'm taking it back. Okay, wait. We do have somebody from Reborn. So I'm taking that back. And Reborn should be joining us any second now. So I just want to remind everybody, this is a community guild fair. It's been organized by Needletail, so give a shout out to Needletail. It's a great job. Shout out to Yavi, who helped a lot, and thanks for watching. And we will do the giveaway as soon as we're done. So I'm really trying to get through everybody with giving everybody enough time. So just hold on 1 second. Reborn, where you guys at? Cloud Kicker. Yeah, okay, Cloud Kicker. His name is Cloud Kicker. Okay, where is Cloud Kicker? Thanks, I appreciate it. I honestly, this is the first time actually doing something like this, so I'm still a little bit nervous, but I'm really doing my best here. Okay, wait. Where is he? Cloud Kicker, there we go. Cloud Kicker. Alright, Cloud Kicker from the Guild Reborn. How's it going, buddy?
Hello.
You're live. You're live, so let's start right away. Tell us, what's your guild name, where you guys from, and have you been in any other games?
We started in Arcade. The leader were in a big guild first and left that one, picked all the good PvP players, made a new guild called Reborn. Then we slayed everyone in the server.
Oh, you slayed everyone?
Yeah.
Oh, that's something. Okay, so you guys came from Arcade, and you guys pretty much own the server. So let me ask you this: what are your goals as soon as Ashes goes live?
Pretty much kill everyone.
Oh, okay. So that's a declaration of war towards everybody.
Yes.
It's kind of can't wait for this game to come out. This is gonna be so awesome. Okay, so to kill everybody on the server, which I think with a server size, with an aimed server size of 10,000 people, are you guys going for a big guild, small guild?
We're aiming to be as small as we can, while still killing everyone.
Okay, so when you say killing everyone, do you mean in a ganking sort of way, or are you guys aiming to do a lot of like open world PvP sieges?
I think it's a bit of a mix there, because some people enjoy ganking, but mostly I guess it's gonna be around the caravan system.
Okay, so to actually take part in sieges and actually win sieges, I just assume from what we know is that you will need a large amount of people. Are you guys, because you guys are saying you're gonna kill everybody, are you guys gonna be like a bandit guild, or you guys are planning to join up with other guilds, develop a node and attack other nodes?
We are not interested in an alliance or anything of that sort.
Okay.
If something's a big challenge, we wanna overcome that ourselves.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, so let's put you in a situation. Oh, now I have to think hard now, because I don't want to say anything wrong. Okay, so you wanna kill everybody, and yes. Okay, there's a bounty hunter system in the game. What and how will you handle the following situation? If you guys get targeted by every other guild on every other major PvP or mercenary guild on the server, and you guys get killed non-stop because of, you said you want to kill everybody in the server, and you will have people in your guild starting to leave because they don't want to get ganked anymore and they don't want to lose any more items and that sort of stuff. Would you consider, or would you think about maybe changing the goals of your guild, or will you always like stay that hardcore PvP and we will try to kill everybody?
We won't change. If people give up because they're dying too much, they're not the right people for us.
Okay.
Like if you're dying too much, you wanna improve.
Okay, gotcha. So you guys are really going for that hardcore PvP and few against a lot. So let's go all 300 on everybody else. That sounds quite interesting. It's gonna be hard, but dude, if you guys can if you guys can pull it off, dude, like mad respect to you. Is there anything you want people to know when they start looking for guilds? Like, is there any like big thing you want people to know if they try and they want to join your guild?
Right now we're not recruiting, but
let's say you start recruiting. Let's say you want people to join your guild.
Well, we will expect a lot from you. In Arcade, when we were recruiting, like maybe 10% of the people applying got recruited, and then not many of them went past the trial period.
Okay.
So it's gonna be hard, but if you think you got it, give it a shot.
Okay. So is there anything you want people to know? Anything else you want to say?
Bring it.
Bring it. Oh, okay. Everybody heard that? You've been challenged, so bring it. All right, buddy. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Okay, so that was Reborn. All right, Reborn just challenged everybody on whatever server they decide to go on. So bring it. Okay, who we have next? I need to check. Who the hell do we have next? Ruthless. Ruthless. Let's see, who do we have? Ruthless leader is Verinus. Verinus. So I need to, there we are, and I got you, buddy, and you're right here next to me. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear.
All right. All right, buddy. How about you start of us with telling us what's your guild name, where you guys from, and where have you been?
Our guild name is Ruthless, and we are all Swedish guild. We actually started a pre-guild for Star Wars Old Republic around the same time as now for Ashes of Creation. So we have an experience for pre-guild build-ups.
Okay. So what are your goals for when the game goes live?
Our goals are actually to basically be the same as we always have been in other MMOs, and it's to give our members the best and most enjoyable experience they can have in a game with our big community.
Okay. So next question. What guild size are you guys going for?
We haven't any talks about that. We will see. Just because we are all Swedish guild, so our audience is not that quite large. So we will be focusing on instead of like alliances and co-ops and stuff like that. Maybe arranging fun in-game tournaments and between the different guilds. And mostly we will contact right now. We have been contacted at least one Swedish guild. So we have like one alliance right there.
Okay, gotcha. So let's put you in a situation. Game just came out. Everybody's going live. Your guild, is doing its thing. Will you try to be a leading guild in your node community, or will you rather follow a larger and more active and more progress-oriented guild than your own?
In the past, we have always been one of the biggest Swedish guilds, quite a lot of members. Right now, this is MMO via Kickstarter. So right now, I guess our audience is not that big. So maybe, but we haven't set any numbers. We just our philosophy is have as much fun as we can have together, and so we will depend a lot of on alliances.
Okay, so that's good to know that you guys are already thinking about alliances and all that sort of stuff. So that's good to know for people who are actually, looking for guilds that are well organized in that regard. So is there anything you want people to know about your guild? Anything like big selling points for your guild, plus like big good points about your guild?
Yeah, sure. Once for you can say for the Swedish players out there. We're working towards putting a face behind the voice. We're actually having a couple of IRL events in Sweden. For instance, a couple of we can plan a meeting and go to a movie or like having a drink outside just with the guild. And we have done that for years, and we love it. And you get more like friendly, and you have more commitment, or like, I met you in a couple of IRL meetings, and you're quite good guy. And that's why we have been there for a while, because when the Star Wars Old Republic wasn't was not that very good MMORPG at the start. Then Guild Wars 2 was coming up, and people was like, I've been to a couple of IRL meetings, and I really like the community and the unity in the community. And can we start a guild in this one as well? And we said, yeah, sure. And then we have been a lot of MMOs throughout the years.
Okay.
So that's our biggest selling point.
Okay, so you're going for that real familiar but still progress-oriented type of thing?
We have the door open for those. in every MMO we have always a couple of people like, I want to be in like a hardcore PvE. Yeah, sure, go ahead, do it. So we go in for like casual, and but the door is always open for hardcore if the people want.
Okay, gotcha. So your guild can adjust to whatever the guild members want.
Yeah.
That's awesome. All right, buddy. Thank you for your time. I wish you the best of luck for the future, and maybe I talk to you at the next guild fair.
Always.
All right, take care.
Yeah, you too. Bye bye.
Okay, so that was Ruthless. So who do we have next? These are so many awesome guilds. Next up would be Scourge, if I pronounce that right. Because I don't know if you noticed, my English is not perfect, so sometimes, I do miss some words. So Scourge. And wait, is that right? I think that's right. How's it going?
Hello, it's going well.
You're the representative from Scourge, right?
Yes, our leader is currently out in the middle of nowhere doing whatever he is. He has no access of internet, so I'm the unlucky one having to represent us, I guess. Or lucky one, who knows?
Oh, trust me, I can be your worst nightmare. Okay, let's get right started. Tell us your name, tell us where you guys from, if you guys have been in any other games, any like backstory about your guild.
Alright, so we are Scourge. I also don't know how to pronounce it. We don't have any real ties with any other game because we were created for Ashes of Creation, but we do have some ties with a pretty successful Mythic Raiding Guild in World of Warcraft, who will have a core group that will join us when we get closer to launch of the game. But we are recently created of the game and currently fairly small, but we have a bunch of other people in it.
Okay, so World of Warcraft Guild, what are your goals going to be for Ashes when it goes live?
So our goal as a guild is to be a pirate guild, both sea and land-based piracy. And I think we're pretty unique in that aspect. There's not too many, if any at all, that focus on that. So our goal is to not really focus on metropolitans, but focus on caravans and plundering them and keeping our presence pretty high on the sea.
Okay, so what guild size? Because I know, because I've been hunting pirate and bandit guilds all my life, so let's we gotta have fun now.
We're gonna fight.
So what guild size are you guys going for?
We don't have a special size in AIM. We think it's better to have people you actually play with and do things with, rather than having a guild filled with people that you just don't know. So as long as we have enough people to achieve the things we want to do, we're happy. So size doesn't matter.
Okay, size doesn't matter.
Keep that in mind, lads.
Okay. Okay, let's see. You guys are gonna be a pirate guild, so I have to actually think of something hard. You said you're not really interested in node development.
Oh, we are, but
not to a degree like other guilds, I would assume.
No, that kind of goes for like the bigger PVX guild or the big alliances to focus on the Metropolitan. We're going to be more focused on they're going to be our enemy. We're going to fight anyone, and we don't care about their size.
Okay, so but let me put you in this situation, because being part of a big node and like a high level node brings its benefits. Would you consider, or would you think about joining a big community and pretty much letting them pay you to attack other guilds instead of them?
We have discussed it, and we are open for the idea, but it's going to be our main focus at launch of the game. But it's something we're open for in the future. If it benefits us to be in that certain alliance, then we will focus on it, but there won't be too much loyalty towards them. We have loyalty to our guild, but not other people.
So you're pretty much that secret weapon that can go off at any time.
Yeah, but we're not a mercenary guild.
Okay, gotcha.
We're a wild card.
Wild card, okay. Oh, wild card. That's something we haven't heard all night. So what will be because pirate guilds are in a lot of MMOs, you know, people that gank and PK and all that stuff. You know, there's that one crowd that likes doing it, and then there's the other crowd that hates those guys. So, what would you tell people that are looking for a guild like yourselves? Like, what would you tell them? Like, hey, that's the reason you should come and join us. Why?
Before we go into that, I want to clarify that this is not a griefing guild. We're not murderers. We have a somewhat morally gray code of ethics that we're going to follow. We are not against murdering people, but there needs to be a reason to do it. That's for thing. But the people this guild are for are the people that are interested in piracy, robbery, and being sort of the bad guy of the server, because that's what we're aiming for, and I don't think there...
Damn it. Hold on. Freaking noob.
Weird, okay.
Yeah, sorry, I just misclicked. Like, just...
Oh,
my bad, I'm such a noob. Like, sorry, like, could you just repeat, like, the last sentence? I'm so sorry.
What did I say? Like, we're not gankers, but the guild is for the kind of people that want to sort of take the bad role or be the bandits of the server. That sort of thing.
Okay. So
if you're interested in piracy, robbery, and those things, and want to focus on achieving that as much as possible in Ashes to its certain extent, we are your kind of group.
Okay, can you do me a favor and let me know what server you guys go to so I can go to another one?
No, never.
Damn it! All right. Thank you for your time. I'm pretty sure you guys gonna find enough members, because I know a lot of people.
I hope so too. It's been dead silent all day. I've been bored out of my mind.
Well, like, the game is...
So yeah, people, if you have any questions, want to trash talk, tell how much you hate us, just jump down to the Scorch channel and trash talk me. That's all fine.
All right, buddy. Thanks for your time.
You too. Thank you.
Okay, so that was Scorch, another fun PvP pirate guild. So this is gonna be awesome when this game drops. Cannot wait. Okay, next up we have the Red. Where do I have you guys? You guys are right here. And the Red, we will be joined by Requiem, pulling you right now. How's it going, buddy?
Hello.
How is it going? You doing good?
Please, you can invite Optic under our channel.
Optic, got him. Optic is right in the channel with us.
Hello.
How's it going?
It's very good. How are you?
Doing pretty good. So, how about you guys start us off with your name and where you guys from, and if you have been in any other games?
Окей. Так, ну он спрашивает, кто мы и вообще откуда, название гильдии.
Да, скажи, может, это мой переводчик.
I'm a translator.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Значит, мы сообщество The Red, мы из Mother Russia, и мы идем вас всех, скажем так, наказывать европейцев, побеждать и все в том духе.
So, our guild is called The Red, and we are from Mother Russia, and we are going to punish all the European servers.
Okay. So, what are your goals gonna be?
Спрашивает, какие цели?
Изначально у нас идет цель полное доминирование. Мы хотим мир, желательно весь. Вот это цитата одного русского сообщества, очень, кстати, хорошо подходящая нам. А также нас интересует война именно с европейскими гильдиями.
So, our main goal is total dominance. We want to conquer the whole world. And the second goal is to war against European guilds.
Okay. That's quite the goal. Yeah, okay, so you guys wanna conquer the entire server. And guild,
That's right.
So I would assume you guys are... What's the guild size you guys are going for? I assume you're going for a max amount of people in your guild?
Спрашивает, сколько людей в гильдии.
Мы прекрасно знаем, что разработчики пытаются вести политику антизерга, но как у нас достаточно хорошее руководство, мне ничто не помешает разделить моих 600-700 человек на несколько гильдий, держать несколько нодов, а в соответствии и, возможно, в сотрудничестве с другими русскими гильдиями, которые будут выгнать всех европейцев куда-нибудь там на американские сервера. Пусть там обитают.
Okay, so we know that there is some policy in the game among versus Zergs, and so we will probably create a few guilds, and that's all. Ром, сколько человек-то?
600-700.
And we have somewhere around 600 people.
Okay, so two max size guilds. Okay, so let me put you in a situation.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, so you said you want to conquer the entire server. So with 600 people, are you planning on just controlling your own node without any alliances with any of the hundreds of other guilds on the server? And if so, how will you manage attacking every other guild on the server without being completely wiped out? Because you're pretty much going up against thousands of people with just 600.
Спрашивает, в общем, ну, собираемся ли мы контролировать ноды, ну, как бы только нашими силами без альянсов, и еще спрашивает, как нам удастся, типа, атаковать остальные ноды, ну, потому
Я
что
понял.
тысячи
Окей.
людей, короче, против вас.
Я понял. Я бы сказал так, что на русских проектах, на русских локализациях игр мы достаточно, я считаю, уже навоевались с русскими гильдиями, и я думаю, именно в Ashes of Creation мы будем более лояльно настроены к нашим, ну, как бы сказать, русскоговорящим товарищам для того, чтобы более, скажем так, вместе работать и пытаться достичь наших целей. Вот. Единственное, что это политика на данный момент. Возможно, в будущем что-то изменится.
So we think that we can have an ally with some Russian guilds, and so.
Okay, so okay, gotcha. So okay, is there anything you want? I assume you guys are only gonna be accepting Russian players, from the sounds of it. Is there anything you want, like anything you want to tell anybody who would like to join the guild?
Полагаю, что будет только русских брать в гильдию, и спрашивает, хочешь ли ты что-нибудь, ну, сказать русским игрокам, которые хотят присоединиться, захотят присоединиться.
Ты потом им отдельно переведишь, что в гильдию я принимаю еще и англоговорящие сквады, которые хотят воевать именно с нами. Но для русских игроков, товарищи, если вам, в принципе, интересно воевать против замечательных наших европейцев, получить интересный опыт, то почему бы и не вступить к нам? Мы будем рады, более чем.
So Rakim said that it's not necessarily only Russian community. He will accept everyone who wants to fight against the European guilds. And no, he said everything for Russian people. They will understand.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, is there anything else you want people to know? Anything you want to say to everybody who's listening right now?
Паша, хочешь что-нибудь добавить, для тех, кто слушает? Последнее слово.
Не, господа, спасибо вам всем за внимание, и готовьтесь, скоро вам всем придется выучить русский язык, чтобы выживать в мире Ashes of Creation.
Okay, so he said that he has nothing to add, but except guys, you should prepare and learn Russian because you will need it to play in Ashes of Creation.
Okay.
Soon.
Okay, thanks guys, thanks for your time, I really appreciate it. This is gonna be awesome.
Thank you.
Alright guys, take care.
Thank you.
I'm scared now a little bit. Okay, so who do we have next? Let's see, that was the red. Okay, next is Tricat's Sun. Tricat's in Sun. Let's see, who do we have here? I had the person I was supposed to talk to. Skip this guild. I'm just parked here. Okay, so Tricat Sun is out. So the next would be the Dark Storms. The Dark Storms. The Dark Storms. So where is the Dark Storms? Sorry guys, like I'm going through the Discord right now because apparently some people are not joining the staging room. Okay, the Dark Storms. If you can like say something or write me, give me a message to let me know if you're there. Because all I have is your guild leader's name, and I don't see him or her anywhere on the Discord. So if you're not there, I give you around a minute, maybe a little bit less. Because people want that giveaway, and I need to give them people what they want. Okay, I don't see anybody from the Dark Storms, so I'm just gonna skip them. Next would be Checkmate. Checkmate, I have to check before I'm putting anything on the screen. Checkmate, checkmate, checkmate. Yes, I got 2 people from Checkmate, so you guys are going live right now. Just need to find your thingy. There's your thingy, and I got you 1 right here, and number 2 right here. Checkmate, are you there?
Yes,
we're here.
Alright, nice. Then let's hear it. What's your guild name? Where you from? And have you been in any other games?
Alright, well, first off, thank you for hosting this guild fair.
You're so welcome.
Our guild name is indeed Checkmate. We have originally came from Revelation, where we were 2 separate guilds called Resurgence and Vendetta. We were doing pretty well on our own, but we always got in touch and enjoyed playing together as an alliance, and eventually figured out that working together would just be more fun and more beneficial for the both of us, and that's how we decided to make the guild together for Ashes of Creation as well.
Okay. That sounds quite lovely.
Thank you.
What are your goals? Let's say Ashes comes out, which cannot happen soon enough. I know everybody's waiting for this game. So what are your goals as soon as the game goes live?
Well, we intend to be one of the top hardcore PvP guilds on the server. But at the same time, we also believe that you cannot excel at PvP unless you're constantly clearing PvE content. So that's why we're a PvX guild, and we want players from both sides.
Okay, gotcha. So, being a former hardcore progress raider and PvP player, I kind of know like what sort of playstyle you need for that sort of thing and what sort of like guild numbers. So are you guys probably aiming between like small to mid-sized? Or are you guys
Preferably
going
mid to large.
mid to large?
Yes,
All right.
exactly.
Okay. So that's that question. Okay, let's think about a situation. You're saying hardcore PvP, and you need to clear raid content. Let's see. Oh yeah. So because I just like said I used to be a hardcore PvP player and progress raider, I know that time is a big issue, and with running a big guild, small mid-sized to big guild, which in this case would be 150 to 300 people, needs a lot of organization.
Indeed.
When it comes to players being not able to play every day all the time for a certain amount of hours, do you guys have like a certain system in place to handle that sort of thing? Because for example, I know that I consider myself a progress-oriented player. I want to do PvP, I want to clear the dungeons, I want to be in the top 15% of the server, but I also have like a real-time job. Do you guys have like a system, like how you guys approach players like that?
Well, rather than giving an hourly requirement for the players, we expect them to kind of understand the game and get their characters up to date and be there when it really counts for us as a guild. First and foremost, we do want people to come home from work and university and actually enjoying to play the game with us together. But we do feel like it's quite important to be able to manage your time well as much as you have.
Okay.
And to add on to that, we believe that statics come into play and play a very vital role because people with similar time zones within the guild are able to cooperate and clear the best content. So yes, we do and will set up multiple statics for our members to ensure that content is cleared efficiently and at a very fast pace so that we can be a guild that stays on top while managing ourselves and staying organized.
Okay, so
Exactly.
so you guys are open to people that have a full-time job and have to go to work and only can put in like 10 hours, 15 hours a week.
Of course.
All right, that's good to know. Okay, so is there anything you want people to know about your guild? Because you said you want to be progress oriented and want to be a hardcore PvP guild and everything, PvX guild. Sorry, my bad. Is there anything like a big selling point for you guys for your guild?
Well, we consider since the guilds that progress the most or achieve the most at launch are the guilds that play during the betas and stockpile information and knowledge. We want to be one of those guilds that has the know-how of the game right off the bat, and we're there at the top.
Okay.
So our biggest selling point would be us, getting to know the game before everyone else.
Okay, so you really are aiming for the top spot.
Yes.
Okay, so anything else you want to add? Anything big? Anything you think people should know?
We like cats.
Oh,
Jeez.
you see, that's already bad because I don't like cats, so I don't think
It's
we
okay.
can.
Everyone can have their own preferences.
Okay, guys, thanks for your time. Thanks for talking to me. I wish you the best of luck when it comes to recruiting new members.
Thank you.
And I'll probably talk to you guys during the next Guild Fair.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
Yes.
You're welcome. All right, guys, take care.
Bye bye.
So let me check, and I'm checking right now because I think I'm actually through. I think I have all the guilds, and it only took me 2.5 hours. Oh my god, this is awesome. I didn't think we would actually go through all of them. So if there's any guild out there, I already wrote in the Discord, if there's any guild out there that has signed up and didn't show up, like Tricats in the Sun or anybody else, La Order del Phoenix. If you're out there, if you can hear me, drop me a line on the Discord or on the stream. Like, just, let me know you're still out there. Otherwise, I'm going straight to the giveaway because, the people been waiting and you got to give the people what the people want. Guess not. I guess it's really everybody. You know what? Just to be I'm just gonna wait, okay, somebody. Hey man, we have you. Okay, what guild is that? Fire Frenzy. Okay, Fire Frenzy wants to talk. Just hold on. Where are you at, buddy? Where you at? Okay, there's one guild that actually wants to talk. Just hold on. Because I'm a nice guy. One more guild. Staging room now. Alright. One more. Just give me like, there's only one guild and just, alright, there we go. Alright. Fire Frenzy.
Hey, how's it going?
What's the name of your guild again?
It's Brothers in Arms Mercenaries.
Yeah, okay. I don't have any screen for you guys, so so just just start talking. Where you guys from? Have you been in any other games? I know you guys are already on the NA server, so just let us know who you guys are.
Yeah, so well, we're Brothers in Arms Mercenaries, so we've been around for a couple of years now. Been mainly on console, but we are looking to expand onto PC, and obviously we saw Ashes of Creation, and we see great opportunity there for us to expand as mercenaries. So yeah, it plans to be our kind of our first big move onto PC. So yeah.
Okay, so oh, that's a big move. So let me ask you this, because you guys are coming from console. What are your goals for moving up onto a PC game, and especially into a game like Ashes of Creation? Like, what are the guild goals for when you guys go live?
Yeah, I mean, well, from any small jobs to large jobs. So there's the caravan system. So from escorting caravans to possibly raiding caravans to assisting in sieges or defending from sieges. Maybe even taking out political targets if that's going to be something that will implement the system within nodes. There's going to be like a lot of different ways that I hope to expand in the ways in which we work. we class ourselves as a PVX crew, so we're not just about PvP. As I've seen in the demonstration videos of how the nodes expand with the environmental kind of NPC bosses attacking, we would also be prepared to help out there as well. So we do have a PvE element to us. So that's kind of how we hope to expand. We don't plan to just be solely based on like one specific territory or one specific node. Whilst we'll try to settle somewhere as a headquarters maybe, but we want to kind of get everywhere within a server.
Okay, so what guild size are you guys aiming for?
I wouldn't say that we have really a limit, because at the end of the day, we're going to need, we want to recruit mature players with the goal of self-improvement, high quality, people, and of course we're happy to train up as well, anyone that will need it. Because our work will be diverse and we won't be in one territory, we want to aim for a medium to large group. It's something that we've achieved on console, and it's something that we are starting to establish on PC. But of course, building up to that, up to the release of Ashes of Creation, I want to start off with a good footing. So I haven't got really a set number as such, but a medium to large guild is kind of what I'm aiming for.
Okay. Let me think about something. I need to put you guys in a situation.
Sure.
You guys are coming from console, so I would assume. Let me just because this is kind of a little bit tricky, because I never had in all the other guild interviews I didn't have somebody like that. So if you guys run into the following situation, because you guys said you want to be all over the place and you're just gonna settle down in some node to have some sort of headquarters.
Yeah.
When it comes to sieges, would you guys consider, because here's the thing that a lot of people, at least in my experience, a lot of people don't really understand now, at least from what we know, and at least how I imagine the game goes, that there's going to be a lot of politics.
Definitely.
A lot of preparing for big sieges and everything. And I know if a lot of people know this, but there is a 2-week limit. If you want to change a node. So if some major guild says, hey, listen, we're about to get attacked, we know from some source that we are getting attacked in 2 weeks, would you guys consider maybe just for that one siege to join us? And would you consider something like that for the right price, or would you guys say, yeah, we cannot really benefit out of that? How would you react? Because if you guys are all over the place and you get known to be all over the place, people are probably gonna try to get you on their side for stuff like that. How would you approach guilds, or how would you handle guilds that approach you in that regard?
Yeah, I mean, okay, so we're talking about a situation where a guild has asked for help in advance of being under siege. I suppose it is something that we would consider. We'd have to take in a number of different factors, but I mean, certainly as mercenaries, if they are the highest bidder, I mean, we would necessarily go and try and assist them if if that was going to be the right cause of action. So it would be something we would consider. So that's why I mean that it would be foolish for me to say, oh yeah, we're going to try and control one node if then we needed to assist in another node, because then what work we've done to establish ourselves in one node would not necessarily work if we're hoping to move around. So yeah. So our aim is to kind of be able to be versatile and move around. Perhaps in some cases create a branch specifically for moving from node to node, so that way we'd have a set amount that we'll be able to defend, whilst another to be able to move around and help out in sieges or whichever the case may be.
Okay, so last question. What's the biggest selling point for people that are looking into a guild? And this thing you want people to know, because you guys are represented on the NA servers and EU servers, so there might be a little bit of confusion. So
that's right, yeah.
So
okay, go ahead. Sorry.
Because this is the EU guild fair, so I'm just gonna put you in the spot. How would you approach EU players that are looking for a guild, and how would you convince them to join your guild?
Yeah, I mean, we are a very close-knit community. We have, US members and, EU members. It's not something that's really caused us an issue to date, really. We do hope to establish ourselves initially on one server. I can't specify right now if that will be on NA. It depends really on the numbers situation. If we've got obviously a vast majority of NA members, then we will look maybe to establish ourselves initially there. However, that doesn't mean to say that EU members are there. I'm going to be there, and I'm British, so I would be on that server. However, down the line, we would be looking to expand to be on more than one server if that is a potential route that we can take. So we would look to be on both.
Okay. That's anything else you want to let people know? Anything else you want to say? Because you're gonna be the last guild for today. So if you want to say anything, like, go at it.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I did want to just quickly add something else because I really only just kind of specified what servers we're going to be on in terms of selling us, which isn't really much to sell us. But I just really wanted to add that our priority, as well as, of course, to the community, to our clients, is always going to be as well to the members of our guild. We are known. I know I'm just speaking off the back of my own experience, but we are known for caring for our members and helping out in whatever goal they have or whatever they need. And with that comes an efficient workforce that will help not just our members but our allies and our clients in PvP and PvE scenarios. So we hope to be as efficient as possible, as close-knit, and we consider ourselves to be a highly organized guild, and hoping that will remain the case by the time that the game comes out, and see where things go from there, really.
Okay, sounds great
All
to
right.
me. Sounds good to me, buddy. Thank you for your time. Thanks for talking to me.
Yeah, thank you for
And
giving me the opportunity, man.
No problem, man. And I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.
All right, take care. Okay, so I gotta make a call now. If there's any guild I didn't get to because they weren't there, I'm sorry, but I'm closing it down now. No more interviews. We are done for today, and now we're getting to the good stuff. The chat is gonna explode in 3, 2, 1, and the keyword for the giveaway is #bacon. So if you want to have a chance to win the giveaway, to win the key, type in #bacon. Make sure to follow this channel and be so nice and follow the official Ashes of Creation channel, so they can feel the support. And yeah, so I gotta wait, I know, a couple minutes till I actually pick a winner. Just want to let everybody know, thanks for watching, thanks for being here and listening to all the guilds. There were a lot of good guilds there, a lot of great guilds, nice guilds, all kinds of guilds. I'm really glad I did this. Want to let everybody know that tomorrow there's actually going to be the first official Ashes of Creation community podcast, which is going to be a podcast that I will be moderating. Yay. And the guests for tomorrow are going to be Truth Eternal and Death's Proxy, and whoever has something to do with Ashes or has been on the Discord knows who those two gentlemen are. So I'm really looking forward to that. Hope to see you guys there. If you want, you can follow me on Twitch. I do some minor streaming, and that's actually all the commercial I can do for myself. So yeah, let's wait a couple minutes. Let's see who gets the lucky key. Oh, this is Oh yeah, if you guys have any questions, just shoot for it. Like, honestly, I'm just like waiting now. Yeah, I want the key too, but I'm not like, I could put in #bacon, but I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna do that. But I'm getting kind of hungry. I've been sitting here for almost 3 hours. I haven't eaten anything all day, so let's give you guys like 2 more minutes, just to make sure everybody gets a chance. Well, I could, but here's the thing, I'm not streaming through my own channel. So, and I said I would do this without taking part of the giveaway. Like, I'm doing this for fun, so just, you know, go at it. Let's see those bacons, because I'm really hungry and I need to get something to eat. It's just hashtag bacon, no numbers, guys, no numbers. Thank you. Like, I was, like I said, sorry for, like, there were minor mistakes in the beginning. Like, for some reason, my streaming software tried to stream through San Diego. And I don't know why I did that, so I had to change it midstream. I'm sorry for that. And yeah, I did better than I thought. I'm pretty proud of myself. Alright, 1 more minute, guys. 1 more minute. Yeah, like the streamer, like whoever wins is gonna be... I'm gonna write the name actually on the stream itself. So don't worry about it. So let's get rid of this. The winner is... Okay, so yeah, like couple more seconds. Alright, I'm rolling now, so I kind of want to wait a little bit in case anybody missed it, but I'm rolling. I have to press roll. I have to. I'm sorry. I'm pressing now. I'm sorry. And the winner is Sacrifice DH. So there you go. Right here, that is the winner. Sacrificed. I'm actually sending you a private message, and I will explain now how this will go. You will send me your private email, and I will forward that email to Intrepid Studio. Or no, I will not forward. I will give that email to the winner. Not the winner. You're the winner. You're giving me your email. You give me your email. I forward that email to the organizer of the Guild Fair, and he passes on to Intrepid, and Intrepid will send you your alpha key. All right. So, sending you the message right now. The message is out. Okay. Okay, so yeah, thanks again for coming in. Thanks again for watching, and I had fun. That was really way more fun than I thought, and talk to you all soon. And if you want to stay tuned, in a couple hours, the Guild Fair for the NA servers is going to start. And it's going to be way more guilds. It's going to be twice the amount of guilds I have. So I'm like really cheering for Saru, who has to host it. Because it's not as easy as I thought in the beginning. Alright guys, take care.